Alrighty then. Hello, everybody. Today we're doing the best and worst parents in TV history. If you didn't see in the description, yeah, Christian, I just claimed the description. That's why I had to But how's everybody's day? While everybody's doing that, I'm gonna put a few parents in the suggestions right now. Secret
Yo, what's
Squirrel.
up, dude?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Why are you laughing?
Oh no, because I call you Secret Squirrel. I didn't know if you heard it.
And no, I saw it. I just didn't reply.
Well, the reason I put Secret Squirrel because you call me Chief, and Chief's from Secret Squirrel.
Oh, I just call you guys cheese sometimes just because.
Just because. Oh yeah, I'm just putting that out there. Even though I did put in the description, single parents are allowed and divorced parents are allowed for the discussion today.
Well, I figured. And if you're
Hey,
wondering, oh hey, Fresh,
Oh,
how's it going with you?
yeah, it's fine so far.
So yeah, if you're wondering about the Dominator episode, I'm still trying to figure out her roles. I only have
Okay, yes. And another thing, we've been kind of saying it wrong a little bit. Not really roles, just portrayals. Like because if you say roles, it's confusing.
Oh, and we call it fresh. I got some of the rolls down, so you don't have to worry.
Wait, portrayals.
No, for just StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
So, but thank you for that one.
Yeah, no issue. And then
Alright.
I was working on it too right now.
I was working on it since yesterday, find the worst ones and the best ones. But while we keep putting suggestions, let's talk about the worst ones of all time. Peter and Lois Griffin.
Yes.
Uh, so throughout the show, like in many episodes, they have a daughter named Meg, and they don't really care about her that much, especially Peter, because he always tells her shut up, Meg, because he don't really care about her.
It's because he was abused by his older sister and his parents refused to step in. That's why.
Uh, I hate parents like these that take it on their own kin.
Yeah, and I must say, even though people hate Peter the most, from my perspectives, Lois has been going downhill recently. Like, remember last year? Remember she was trying to expose the person that teach Stewie how to say the F word, but it was actually her the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't know it though.
She was like, "Oh, I'm so innocent and all that." No, she's not innocent at all. Her recent behavior. I didn't really like that.
And there's this episode, I don't know why she was arrested, but there's this clip where Lois was doing the dishes and Joe was about to arrest her, and Lois said, "I'm a good person, Joe. Are you? Are you?" Like, can you name like one of the stuff that Lois has done anything bad?
Yes, made out with Meg's boyfriend. Let's see, what was another one? Well, yeah, of course, yeah, cheated on Peter. Yes, a whole
Yeah,
bunch of stuff because, of course, oh yes, in seasons like 1 through 5, I guess, they've been kind of really okay, but of course, as shows go on, many characters would go through flanderization. That's why they are the way they are. They're not how they used to be.
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's this episode I saw a clip on YouTube where Lois was like taking everything out of the house and even like kicking out the family because she wanted like a nice quiet life or something like that.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, when she wanted the house to not be cluttered anymore. Basically, she just wanted some peace.
Yeah.
Also, hey yo, Bobby.
Hey,
Hey, Bobby,
Well,
hi guys.
how's
What's
it going,
up?
dude?
Not much. How about you guys?
Very good.
Hey, just kicking.
Okay.
Kicking balls.
Taking balls. I'm taking names.
Damn. Ain't that the truth? But other than that, how are you today, Bobby?
I'm all right.
All right. Do you have any opinion about Peter and Lois being the worst parents ever?
Eh, at times, yeah.
I mean, with me, for
Well,
Peter, he just acts like a child all the time. Like his kids are even more mature than him.
Yeah, like remember Meg was driving and he was in the back seat and he was like whining for apple juice and Meg was like, "Do you want me to put on a special for you?" Yes, with apple juice.
Yeah, they were literally playing the episode. They were playing the campfire episode on there. That was literally the audio from it.
Yes. And oh yeah, I don't know what episode it is, but it's a compilation of Staying Right Behind Me where Peter and Lois were talking about Chris and Chris heard the whole thing and he was upset and then Chris um Peter said, "No, we weren't talking about you, we're talking about Meg, we just call her Chris for the fun of it." And she said, "F you, shut up, Chris."
Yeah, I remember that.
And do you know sometimes that like Peter and Lois have like other children, but they don't really like mention them half the time. Like I remember this one Christmas episode, like it revealed that Chris had like a twin brother that was never born.
Whoa.
Yeah, to miss.
Yeah, to miss. Yeah, Chris to miss.
Yeah, I think it would have been better if it was just Thomas, like Chris Thomas.
And then it was revealed there was another kid before them, Peter Jr., but he choked him to death.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Lois. You know, I thought I shake him enough. He stopped crying. I was kind of right.
Yeah.
Wait, also with Stewie. And here comes baby number 2. Oh no, did Dave not make it?
Yeah. But yeah, overall, we could talk a lot about the Peter and Lois, but overall, I just have to say, shittiest parents ever in cartoon history.
Well,
Exactly.
Agreed.
And I don't care like if any people like Peter or Lois, I don't think they should because they're just not good people.
However, sometimes they do have their funny moments. I won't lie; it's still comedic here and there, and of course, Seth and Alex they do excellent job voicing them still. And well, that's I can say some positive sides.
That's true. Like there's a scene where Quagmire was talking about his girlfriend's abusive boyfriend and Peter mentioned, yeah, that guy's scarier than a rock lobster, and it shows him playing a guitar and then a lobster dressed up like an Arab.
You like lobster? I remember that.
That's how I got introduced to Rock Lobster by B-52.
Wow. But overall, there's no score for them. It's just like shit. That's pure shit. And speaking of shit, let's talk about the next parent, Mr. and Mrs. Turner from The Fair Odd Parents.
Boy, where do I begin? Oh, I know. Well, here's the thing, though. Mr. Turner, out of all of them, is a complete idiot. Like, there are several episodes. I mean, like almost every episode he's been in that you know that he's a complete idiot. Like, what's a good example? Oh, like, always mistaking Timmy for a beaver.
I mean, Bucktooth, but yeah, it's just like they're being like, the worst parents, like second place, because all the time they just leave him with like Vicky. I understand why he has fairies now, because at times, at this point, Cosmo Wonder was like his weird parents at that point.
Well, yeah, I consider that.
Like, just looking after him, like if he was in trouble. Timmy's real parents wouldn't do that.
Yeah. And remember the episode where Mr. Turner was playing on like winning against Dinglebird against a charade competition until he lost all his trophies to him because Timmy didn't get anything right.
Yeah. This is like
they're basically the reason why Timmy is so stupid. But not.
Hey, whoa!
I'm sorry.
I mean.
I like him. I really do. He's even fun to play as in a video game. But at sometimes the decisions he makes are just always consequential.
See, that's the reason why they're in the list, because they never pay attention to Timmy that much.
That is very
there were weird episodes. Like, I don't know which episode it is, but I saw an image that Mrs. Turner used her armpit hair as a lasso.
Yeah, I remember that one. I was like, ew.
I mean, like before all this, before they got married, remember we call it Dinkelberg used to date Mrs. Turner, remember?
Yes.
That what?
Yeah, they
Yes.
did.
Oh, I didn't
When
know
did-
that actually.
wait,
Holy
when did
crap!
when did that happen?
Okay, that happened in a time travel episode where Timmy wanted to figure out why is Crocker the way he is, so he went back to his
Oh,
childhood
yeah,
and then
Oh wait, yeah, I remember seeing that. I remember that episode.
Do you think that's why Turner hates him so much?
Well, because Dick Cooper
No, he
dumped
always
Mrs. Turner because he got offered a lot of money, so dumped her like that, you know. Uh, hey, Turner, looking good. Dick Cooper.
Hey Turner, I noticed you didn't have any gas in your car, so I took the liberty of filling it up for you.
Dick
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind if he filled it up for me if I had a car. I mean, that's pretty generous.
Yeah, but
He is. Did you guys also like the episode Operation Dinkelberg?
of course.
yeah, I did. But again, overall, there wouldn't be no score for both of them. They're just shit like Peter and Lois.
Exactly.
Yeah. Next
Yeah,
up,
Also,
what? Yeah.
Also, for them living in Dimsdale, it fits perfectly for them because Dim.
Stupid
Yeah.
asses.
I should be
Alright.
called Dumpsdale at this point.
Dump.
Same difference.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Next up, one of the good parents of cartoon history, Professor Utonium.
Yes. The
Oh, yeah,
one
he's a-
who
he's a-
created the girls in his lab.
The power
Technically, it was Mojo.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
but what can I say about the professor? He's just a great father figure. Like, you know, just loves them to, like, you know, every day. Like, and you know, there's no one episode that you can hate the professor. Like, you know, and you know, just raising the girls by himself. That's truly how great of a father he is.
Exactly. Like,
And
even
also-
though he's sometimes strict with them, but that's because he needs to teach them what they need to teach because they were like creating and stuff. They didn't have a mother; they only had a father. So
Mm.
Yeah, that-
remember
that's
the episode where Utonium finally got a girlfriend, but it turns out she was a supervillain named Sedusa.
Yes, I
Mm.
do. Like, you know,
Wait
the
a minute.
professor was
Oh,
smart
yeah,
for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
And remember, every time like they would have their free time, like for example, like if they wanted to watch a movie, it's always interrupted by a bad guy amongst her. So, Utonium actually created his own suit and help out the girls.
Yeah. You know, but then again, like you can't blame the professor. You know, just
what
trying
is
to
great
help out.
about the professor?
What?
Yeah, that is good. That is good. Wait, I was gonna say that you know what else is great about Professor Utonium
What?
What?
is that he's voiced by the great Tom Kane.
Yes, he
Exactly.
is.
Yes.
And
But
that's how I
it's
got
a
introduced to him.
shame that he
really
suffered
like
from a.
that What'd you say?
I said it's a shame and sad that he suffered from a stroke.
Oh, wait, when did that happen?
Back in, let's see, I believe
Wasn't
it
it
was 2020, was it? Was it?
I think so. Yeah. But yeah, and he retired ever since.
But yeah,
I think
What?
given like his, I don't wait. How old is he?
He's in his so he's born in 1962 along with so he's like 60 now.
yes, he
I
is.
guess at his age, it's good for him to retire.
Yeah.
Like people can still
I
do
know,
awesome things still.
I know, but
But I thank Tom for like getting introduced to like the Powerpuff Girls into his cool character. Like, first, what's your opinion about the professor?
Well, yes, everything that you said, like he's a cool, cool father figure. Really does care for his girls, and just there's nothing more I can say. He's just that good. Not a single bad bone in his body.
Exactly. There was even this one episode that he went through his toughest time with the girls. Because remember Dick?
No.
Right.
Who's he?
Yeah. He was his professor's, you know, roommate from college. Basically, Dick was just, you know, being a dick all the time. Like he was voiced by Jeff Bennett.
Really?
And
Dick. Dick to Dick.
Yeah, well, actually, his last name is Hardley. So if you put him together,
Dick Harley.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
There's this one scene I love where the girls meet a new girl named Robin, and she reaches out to the professor, and Bubbles explains that they were created in the lab, and professor's like, "What can I say?" And then Robin said, "That's okay. I was an accident too." And the look on the professor's face.
What? I'm
I
sorry.
thought that I was an accident.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Nah,
Okay,
it couldn't be. Couldn't be.
I'll
But
be right back. Mama's coming, so you guys talk amongst yourselves. But don't talk about the other parents until I get back.
okay. So basically, also with the professor, yeah, with that episode, yeah, Dick was like just trying to make his own pop of girls, but of course the professor told him he forgot one ingredient, love. That's the most beautiful thing he said, love.
Yeah,
But
wise words.
but the good thing is he did found the love and he gave it to them.
Exactly. That's the one thing Dick didn't have, love.
I was gonna say fatherly love.
Father, yes. Uh,
That's supposed to be like a good something.
so like until he returns, any plans for you guys for New Year's?
Not at all.
I don't know.
Well, for me, a bunch of my family members are going to visit because we're doing New Year's in our house today. Like, for this time.
Okay.
Mm. But yeah, hope 2023 will turn out good this time. Like, who knows?
Hmm.
In the meantime, let me just put some jams on.
Wait, like when Kristen comes back, do we give our rating?
Huh. I mean, in the meantime, when he comes back, okay, rating for Professor, like, I know we could wait for him, but my rating, yeah. Oh, like, infinity out of 100. Like, he's just the best at that point.
He
Same.
really is. He really is the best.
Like, I would fight anybody that says, hey, the Professor's not any that good. I'm like, bro, you have to watch the Powerpuff Girls. Of course, he's good.
Like I couldn't wait. I want to imagine like the Powerpuff Girls teaming up with the Galactic Enforcers.
I
That'd
mean, it
be-
kind of reminds me of that one episode of when the Powerpuff Girls wanted to be in this new team. Basically, it showed Major Glory, Van
Yeah,
Helsing, and Kronk.
yeah, I remember that.
Yes, the great Raw Pulse as Major Glory. He did really good with that role.
Major Glory, basically a fusion between Superman and Captain America.
And of course, Van Helsing, a parody of Thor, and then Kronk, this is a parody of Hulk. That's it.
Kronk.
Kronk very angry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Kronk all coming together for Kronk.
Kronk. And then Van Helsing, like this is a typical teenager voice. Tom Kenny really pulled off.
Yeah.
What's gonna work? Teamwork. Nah, it could be. All right, a little bit.
There's a clip I saw when I was playing Punch Time Explosion XL. You can like view clips in the shop after you buy them, and it shows a scene with like the other heroes and the Powerpuff Girls. One of them was having like a strength contest where they were like lifting. They can like lift the most heavy things, and Buttercup was winning against like a Britain dude.
Let me see.
I don't know who that is.
Then again, it's been a while, but okay, a little bit of question here. If you could be any cartoon dad, who would you be and why?
Oh.
You guys want to think for a second, or like, should I go first?
Is it okay if we go with fatherly figures too?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
Okay, because if that one, I would pick Grandpa Max.
I mean, that's a good choice. I mean, like half of the time, like yes, yeah, I know that like Ben's parents and Gwen's parents were like very good, but come on, Grandpa Max like carried the team.
Yeah.
But for me, even though yeah, the preference is good, I had to give it to Diva Smurfs. Like just trying to make the best for Vanessa.
Yeah, I can see why. And he's even bettered himself for her when he retired from evil and became a teacher.
Hmm. And you, Fresh?
White Pantera from El Tigre.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good.
That's very good indeed, Snively.
Hey, that's
Hey,
pretty good.
I knew he was gonna do that. All right. Shit, now Matthew McConaughey is gonna see the stream. We're gonna copyright you that. You can't say that anymore.
Oh, shit.
Matthew McConaughey, why would you do that? I like saying. Uh,
Wait, let's
Matthew,
ask Christian this question when we come back. When he comes back.
all right. Copyrighted. No, why not?
Wait, anyway, when I was talking to you guys about when I saw 5YL chapter 12 on Ben's birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and the designs for like Clockwork and Alien X were great. I'm not going to spoil anything else, and the motion comic is coming out in 2023, so I hope you guys might see it. It'll be great.
I
And
might.
besides, right here, look at my profile pic. This is This is what he actually looks like. So, and there's, and I'm sorry if this is like a tiny spoiler, but this is just his appearance right here on the wiki. Still, this
Mm,
is a still image on the wiki.
that's all right. And of course, 2 days ago was the great and late Stan Lee's birthday.
Yeah, I got it from one of my friends. I noticed from one of my friends, and he mentioned that. And
I was gonna say, like, to think that
oh,
he would have been 100 today.
yeah, I was gonna play like I was gonna play Spider Man on my PS4 or to commemorate him, but like I was busy with other things. But I still wished him a happy birthday.
Yes. Enough said, true believers. Excelsior.
Wait, you know, I guess one person can make a difference. Enough
Enough.
said.
uh, so, like, how did you guys get introduced to like Stan Lee in person? Like, hearing his name or like in picture? Like, how?
I think it was just of the cameos.
The cameos? You first?
Well, yes. First did see him cameo from the Spider.
Hmm. All right. Sam maybe. Okay. For me, like before seeing like him like doing his live action appearances, it was Superhero Squad for me when he played the mayor.
Oh,
Right.
Mayor Stan Lee.
Yeah. And I like the last episode of Superhero Squad. Basically, he was just watching them like fight on TV.
Yeah.
And of course, the last words of that show was him saying, "Enough said, true believers, Superhero Squad."
Oh wait, I also loved how he narrated Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. That was great.
uh, like yeah, and the story about like how he created Spider-Man was really good though. Like, uh,
Just a beautiful memory.
yeah. Just a thing that his publisher didn't like it at first, but he just put it in anyways, and boom, made markets.
Yeah. Yeah, to this day, we all love Spider-Man.
Spooderman, if you believe that.
Wait,
Spooderman.
some of my one of my old classmates, from my old school showed me a video called Batman and Spider-Man, which is basically a spoof parody of them together as best friends.
It's Spooderman and Batman. Spooderman, Batman. Oh
I
man.
wish I could show
Oh,
you the image.
I can't even say that because you know what's the sad thing between both of them? I shouldn't be watching. Nah, could it be? If you believe in a star. Let's look at Christian for a second. Right up here, folks, we got the, you know, I wouldn't say rare, but I would say, what would you call this, guys?
Rare. Okay, well, how about like
What?
obsessive? I guess semi-obsessive here and there.
Hmm, this file, folks, is a kid. Once believed to be another kid, but nah, could it be? Any comments about this kid?
Well, she's a great villain, of course. I'll give it that. I did like the kind of version of Fright Wake here, but even though somebody has a little bit of issues about like who to pick, and like who's like careful of how to describe her. That's what I'm saying.
Crikey. Yes.
Okay.
Because he used to say like like him and animated girls, it used to be an issue for him.
All right.
It used to be a little bit creepy, but I won't make that.
All right.
Hmm. You good?
Yeah.
Oh, I should do that thing I used to do 2 years ago, but I don't know if Chris is gonna like it.
Okay. What is it?
So 2 years ago, in one of his StreamYards, I was like narrating what people were doing, like in StreamYard. Fresh laughed.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, like the
Then he talked to me. Then Bobby interfered. What is going on here? There was some noise. Then there's silence. Very good silence.
Hello.
Until somebody said hello. Who is that? Until both of them laughed. Why would you laugh at the person that's narrating?
because I'm like, okay, wait, if we're gonna do this, I gotta get this on video.
Then my boy here grabbed his camera, about to record the best moments of StreamYard ever. Coming to your theaters 2023.
Which is not even existed yet, and has already set to start to be another crappy year because that's no surprise. Like this year was any better.
Listen, we just got some news from Fresh. He said 2023 wouldn't be that a difference from the previous years. But of course, what was your best year for you, Fresh?
Okay, best year. Okay, I could name a lot, but well, 2010 was a pretty good year. I know I always say 2002 because of all the movies and stuff, but 2010 it was a pretty decent year. And of course, 2014 was the last year it was the last year that I was officially 100% happy.
I agree with you mostly. I gotta agree though. 2010 to 2012 were like the golden years of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was good about it? Except for me, those 2 years, I was thinking of like Ultimate Alien. But what about you guys?
It was just like the years, like 2010, 2011, 2012 were like very good to everybody. Like everybody was so peaceful. Nothing was happening at the time. Of course, like sad deaths that happened during the time, but overall, I had no problem with it. It was just these 3 good years to me.
Okay.
Yeah, because great things were happening to me at the time, like, watching a lot of cartoon shows, going up to grade, just experiencing life at the time.
Okay.
Exactly. It was during the time that I was attending, well, yeah, between like elementary school and then middle school, and yeah, like I had a whole bunch of friends and all these great times, and it's just well,
Exactly. There's just that one piece that I'm missing currently because of like how much I missed all those years. The most year I most like, missed the most is 2017. That was like one of the best for me.
Hmm.
oh, look at you.
Yeah. I mean, other great things were happening in 2017. Like, what about your guys' opinion about 2017?
Well, the only good thing to come by was my introduction of SML. That was during the time that I was living in an apartment before I got this house that I live in now, and well, it's fine, I guess.
Uh, but if there was a time where we could go back to the future, basically, Meet with Marty
Back to
Fox.
the back to the wait, back to the
Let's go back to the future.
Fuck, we gotta go back to the future. We went too far, man. Back up, back up.
Great Scott.
Great stop, man. Buddy.
Actually, no. Let's go to Back to the Future for a little bit to experience what we're doing in our future lives. But nah, couldn't be. But
Dude,
for our
how is
past,
the how is that
what?
even look, okay, like yeah, Back to the Future. How can you be able to do that? Like, yeah, it's the future now, but like what? Just the future, the eventual future about like how it's really gonna turn out to be?
Yes, because remember what they were saying about 2012?
Uh,
No,
no.
people were saying in 2012 the world was about to end for some reason. I don't know why. And there's a theory about how we're all just living in hell basically because after what was it 2013 now we're just in like some kind of hell.
Yeah, there's no surprise there.
uh, nah, could it be, but we're just spirits at this point. Nah, could it be. um what is else? Dang, he's taking a really great time.
Maybe build up diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Hmm.
Peter, what do you think of Kentucky?
Oh well, so I know that it's a state and all the people there are D's, but I do like their chicken.
hmm Wait, hold on, let me just do this. Yo, look.
Oh wait, how about you put Christopher, kind of like from Gumball, because that's what his dad kept
Oh
using.
yeah, I remember that episode.
Ah.
Okay, let me just do this. Alright then. Real. Bro, I feel like he's not gonna know us for a while because that's what always happens.
Of course, duh. I mean, apparently he does need eye surgery. Apparently.
Hmm. But yeah, let me just put that in.
Oh wait, so why do I hit the record? Because like I could simply just go back to this, or at least pay attention to the numbers, which I am doing right now. Because I've been having trouble trying to make a new best moments of StreamYard.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's been a while, but hey, just take your time, man.
Oh, well, I mean, like, yeah, like with everything, like I'm trying to like bring back almost like everything that I kind of like missed. And even though, despite the fact of reading about how 2013 is already starting out to be a bad freaking year, I'm not gonna let it affect me because I need to do something in order to make me feel 100% genuine happy again, better than I've ever been.
The only thing I'm looking forward to 2020 like 3 is like the Super Mario movie. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to.
Well, that's one of the things I'm looking for. Like, what I am looking for is the next year. I mean, like 2024. The only thing that I want to look forward to is,
Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
yes.
Exactly, man. Like, but there are also interesting movies that's coming also in 2023. Like, what else? Like, of course, there's also that Barbie movie, but I highly doubt everybody's gonna watch that. Of course, what else is coming out that year?
Oh,
Hmm.
and other ones. Oh, okay. Let's find out again. A reminder.
Movies. Oh, of course, the Willy Wonka, like, prequel, Wonka, that's also gonna be in December 2023. And of course, there's that Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I love it. Oh.
Oh no,
Oh
stop.
no, the Seth Rogen Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah. Oh my
That's
God.
Rogan Ninja Turtles?
He's gonna make it. Yeah. Yo, my dad's been working hard. I can't wait for the cast announcing.
And someday I'm excited. Wait, I'm excited for the FNAF movie.
Oh yeah, that's also coming in 2024 and the ending of December. That's what they said.
Nice.
The sequel to Shazam.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yes, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I can't wait.
Of course, there's also that new Pixar movie, Elemental.
Yes.
I haven't
And
I haven't seen much of like the previews and such.
another John Wick movie, but with Keanu Reeves.
Yep. Keanu Reeves.
You don't know his next move. That's what I like about Keanu. Like, you don't know what his next movie gonna be about because he keeps a secret. Like, did you guys know about him being Batman before like it got announced? No. So that it's very nice of him.
Well, actually, I did.
What?
Of course, there's also the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 movie.
And Aquaman 2.
Of course. Just hope they cut out like Amber Turt's like parts. Like, oof. That's gonna be something. Let's see here. You ever watched the movie The Meg?
Yes.
No.
There's gonna be a second one coming out next year, too.
Okay.
And let's see. Of course, the new Ant-Man movie.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
The new Transformers movie. Yeah, I can't wait to see that too. And there's this movie called Cocaine Bear. You ever heard of that?
No.
No.
Well, it's a movie that's gonna be directed by Elizabeth Banks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Of course, there's also the Little Mermaid live action movie.
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
And other than that, like, what
Oh,
is?
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Of course.
Yes.
But it's kind of like, okay, no offense, kind of like how they're putting the part 1 in like 2023 and then part like 2 in 2024. Like, I know what they're going for, but just saying.
Right.
But I really love the poster, like showing like all the Spider-Man and all that.
Yeah, they even showed like cameos of like other Spider-Man from other media. Like they even showed Spectacular Spider-Man and Insomniac Spider-Man. I'm talking to his Miles. I saw like an Easter egg breakdown.
So did I. I saw all the breakdowns and Easter eggs and everything.
I am so excited for this movie.
I mean, the first movie, like, yeah, that was pretty nice. Like, yeah,
It was great.
yeah. Like, out of all like the Spider-Man variations, which one's your favorite?
It's a tie
Ooh.
between Spider-Verse and No Way Home.
Well, I was saying, like, okay, you could say like I was talking like character-wise.
Okay, well, you could have been specific at first, but okay, but I kind of need a moment.
Yeah, there are too many good ones, but I guess say for me, it's gonna be a tie with Noir and Ham.
Okay.
And for you, Bobby?
Okay. For alternate versions, I would say Noir 2099. Other ones. I think. Okay, I'm gonna go with well, some I saw from Ultimate Spider-Man was Blood Spider. He was cool.
Oh, you ever heard of Cyberpunk Spider-Man?
No, but I've seen Punk Spider.
Huh, Punk Spider. Oh yeah, okay.
Spider
So,
Punk.
let's see.
That's his name.
Of course, there's Spider Woman.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, Spider Woman.
What do you think of her?
Not bad.
Hmm.
I think I like the one in Ultimate Spider-Man better.
Yeah, that's Spider-Girl.
No, not that. No. You're saying Spider-Girl like the Gwen Stacy one.
What? Wait. Well, there is a
What,
the,
Mary-
not the Gwen. What, okay.
I know,
Okay. Well,
like
first
Mary
off,
Jane, she called herself Spider-Woman.
okay, well, you could have just been a little specific because it might get a little bit confusing because people are going to say that's something else.
Okay.
And also with Gwen Stacy, that's either Spider Gwen or Ghost Spider.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know why she calls herself Ghost Spider because I've seen one, and hmm,
Maybe it's
I think
because her costume is white.
yeah, but I like Spider Gwen better. That's what other ones are there?
Sorry
I
to
think
interrupt.
I think I think for the funniest Spider-Man that I've seen, it has to go with either like Webbeard or Spider Ham.
Hmm. I do agree, but even though he said don't do it without him, the next one, I don't think he really has an opinion. Like, should we or what? Wait, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
like he doesn't even. I mean, like doesn't even like care about like anything adult related and stuff. So why not?
All right. First, would you like to explain?
Oh, of course, yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna give us some a little bit of the flaws, but on the good side of the Fox program, we have like unlike Peter and Lewis, who just
Lewis.
don't really give a crap that much. At least Homer and Marge really do love their kids, but Homer kind of takes a little bit too far when it comes to parenting, like discipline. Of course, when it comes to like strangling Bart, that's kind of a little bit like a low blow. But he still remains a good father who will do anything to keep his family, happy. And Marge, of course, she keeps the peace. I kind of described her as the best cartoon mother of all, and like yeah, and even though like people kind of like stated their opinions, I said, well, nobody has to be perfect. She's just that good of a mother because, well, come on, she's very loving and sweet and
Oh
passionate.
my God! What the fuck, homie?
All right, yes,
I mean, yeah, I really like the voice too. Like, kudos to like the voice actor.
Julie Kapner.
Yes. Well, also voices like Marge's sisters and of course the mother, and that's really good talent. It's kind of like what Dan Castellaneta voicing Homer and Abe.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, with Homer, yeah, he's a really great father. Even though like him and Bart get little tense here and there, but the Simpsons movie really proved them wrong when they went on that awesome adventure.
But let's not forget the only reason Bart is the way he is because Marge accidentally injected some kind of like alcoholic beverage
Yeah,
and
I remember that. I saw that clip as a kid, and
Oh,
as they were like progressing it, it was like "ay caramba," and it just transforming. Uh, yeah. Imagine like without the sip, what the like the Simpsons being different.
of course.
But then again, I'm glad that that happened because come on, it can't be the Simpsons without like funny characters like Homer or it's really nice. And yeah, I do agree with Fred said about Marge. Just being the nicest mother of like all cartoon mothers. There's nothing really bad to say about her. So for my rating, I have to give it a 9 out of 10.
10.
You, Bobby?
I would also say 9 out of 10.
All right. Another category Chris won't mind is Big Bob and Mario Pataki from Hey Arnold. So Fresh, want to go?
Okay, yes. As the mother and father of Olga and Helga, they pay much more attention to their older, more successful, beautiful, smart daughter Olga than they do with Helga because
Oh, Olga.
yes, it's just all about perfectionism and like showing like you're the best out of all of us. We love you because of that, and they just don't even pay a smidge of attention to Helga whatsoever. But there comes times that, well, here and there that they do still technically do care about Helga, and
Well,
that's yeah.
oh no, I was gonna agree with you, but go on.
Oh no, I mean like say anything else you have to say.
I mean, uh, like yes, as you said, like with Big Bob and Miriam, like not really like being there for Helga that much, just her like her older sister. But as the characters progressed to my mind as a child, because when I saw Big Bob for the first time, I thought he was funny because I like the voice like Maurice LaMarche gave to him.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's like why he's one of my top favorites from like Maurice LaMarche.
Yes.
Yeah, And with Miriam, like, just being like, as a kid, I didn't really know what was going on with her, but like, people saying that she drinks a lot.
Well, yes, it is confirmed that she is technically an alcoholic while making those smoothies. Like, there's signs where, like, passing out on the couch and slurs her speech, and she had her license taken away at one point.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
But remember that one episode where her and like Helga try like bond?
Yes.
Yeah, I really like that. It gave a different side of Miriam that we never saw before. It was really nice.
It is.
Yeah, and of course, remember that time when Big Bob and Helga try like bond?
Yes. I mean, and of course, since he got a little bit. Oh, wait, hold up a second. I need to take this.
911, what's your emergency? Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh shit, we're gonna get copyrighted for that again. Along with Matthew McConaughey.
Here's a cutaway. Matthew McConaughey is terrible.
Well, other movies than Sing. What other movies have you seen with Matthew McConaughey?
I don't know.
Yeah, no offense. Like, I've seen like Sing, and yeah, his most favorite character is Buster Moon. Like, really, does great. Like, yeah.
Huh?
But my favorite character from the Sing franchise, like from both movies, I gotta give it to Gunter. Like, he's just a very funny piggy. Yeah, because it's all about piggy power. And you, Bobby, who's your favorite character?
From who?
From Sing. Have you seen the movie?
I did not see those.
Oh man, it's really good movies.
Yeah.
That's all right. Onic Day's great work. My dad, Seth Rogen, he's working hard. He's doing the Mario movie and make his own TMNT, like like movie. That's something.
Yeah, he's a big fun gorilla.
That's why I made this for him.
Yay.
Honestly, I need to meet him someday. He seems like a good guy, like really good.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, how I got introduced to him, like Kung Fu Panda.
I think that was it for me too, but I don't know.
Of course, there was also Monsters vs. Aliens, 14 Years of Who.
No wait, Monsters vs. Aliens was it. That was
it. Hi, I'm Bob. Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Oh, wait. You know what you just said? That now reminds me of Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah, that was it. Say hi, Bob. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Oh, man. I can't tell you. Like, last year in 2021, for like 3 weeks straight, I was so obsessed with Hotel Transylvania because I was doing research for it. Because this is like around the time it was like, of course, October. I was like, man, like, but there were good weeks though.
Guys, give me a minute. I'm almost there. I'm still talking.
Yes, Christian. Wait here, loud and clear.
What did that little girl just say?
I don't know, but I just went poo poo.
Oh, not again, Muriel.
I don't know what's going on with me. This is what I'm gonna put after Christian comes back. I hear the French narrator saying this 2 hours later.
2 hours later.
Finally, you're back with the milk, Christian.
It's been 5 years.
And the milk's already expired. What the hell? Imagine he opens it up and it explodes. Jingle bell, jingle bell. I don't know why I'm singing. It's not Christmas anymore, but hey. Oh, Bobby. So of course you heard of Lance 210, right?
Yes.
Remember the one where he's reacting to the Christmas song and his grandma's next to him? Stroke 'em, my lick 'em, my suck 'em, my. What the fuck are you listening?
An asshole.
So wait,
Grandma, get out of the car. Why? At the sign. Do I love importance to you, you dickhead?
wait, you want me to take a right or a left?
Right.
So yeah, so right or
The
left?
left. Yeah.
The left.
Going in the left. Right. Oh, we make a left. The left, you dumb motherfucker. Make a fucking left. What's wrong with you?
Hey, Grandma, I got a present for you. Oh, really? What is it? Me. Me. You better have a receipt for that.
What is that for? He said, "Oh, you got a receipt."
Oh man, Lance 10, like he's a very cool. Yeah, I got introduced to him through like Vine. Like he was a very funny guy.
Same.
Yeah, like a lot of people I know by the time like I got introduced to him through Vine. Of course, Josh
All
Peck also
right.
did Vine.
Now let's continue with the parenting and stuff. Sorry, it took so long.
Parenting.
So what
What?
were we?
What was your excuse? What was your grandma talking about, little boy? Nah, could it be?
Well, not just that. The maintenance guy came by because my shower faucet is loose and stuff and whatever. So yeah.
Well, little boy, we gotta wait for Bobby and Fresh over here.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
I
Also,
mean, like,
Mom
what?
got me new headphones because my old purple ones broke because I did accidentally sat on them.
We're broken. Oh no. But never,
I
never, never.
stupid vacuum pack ones. God dang it! I wish they didn't create vacuum packs.
I'm the bad guy. Duh. I remember when Dan Pulvermar sang it in Doofus Smurf's like voice.
I didn't
That
know he
was-
actually did that.
That
Yeah,
was very funny.
I'm the bad guy. Oh man, that was funny as
I
hell.
would like it if the beat said Perry the platypus over the like Perry the platypus.
Prairie, a platypus. Uh, that would actually be good. Also, Christian, while you're gone, we did discuss one pair of parents that I know you're not gonna be like rating, but would you like to give a rating anyways?
For who?
Homer and Marge, if you have a rating.
Well, for one, what I saw in clips, like Morse is an idiot, and Marge, I don't know how would I describe her personality.
Well, she's really nice. Like nothing bad about her.
Oh, and of course, her voice is very gravelly.
Homie, what the fuck? Yeah, shut up, baby.
Oh my god, homie!
Yeah,
Yeah, she sounds like she smoked way too many cigars.
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember one Family Guy clip. It was Halloween, and Lois was dressed as Marge and tried to do the
Really?
voice. Yeah.
There was this one where it showed Quagmire and Marge at the bottom of the screen.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what do you call when you put a balloon in a mailbox?
What?
Party over here. It's a Family Guy reference. You know, Cleveland usually does that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, I saw Joseph in the chat.
Yeah, he commented like, yeah, I will allow this because this technically counts.
Yeah, of course. Vacuum pack. Like, you ever had those problems where you had to open vacuum packs?
I mean, I just rip it up, like, you know. If you bleed, you bleed. If you die, you die. You know. I shouldn't be laughing about that, but yeah. Well, with the packaging, like, it can be hard sometimes, but it takes time.
Well, I wish they didn't create it. Who are dick is getting ass whooping.
An ass whooping. All right, give it here, folks. She wants birthday spankings. Nah, could be. Hmm. So Christian, I asked the guys this, but you doing anything special for New Year's?
Um, no, we didn't plan on anything other than for me going to church on Sunday. That's pretty much it. I don't think we're doing anything. Of course, I'm not gonna stay up until 12. I mean, I did that once, but it was a few years ago with my dad and a old friend of ours, but she's not with us anymore. She had cancer.
Oh,
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, she was a good friend of dad's. But we put it around paper lanterns, you know, the ones you put up in the sky. So yeah, we did
Yeah.
that. I'm
Uh,
glad I don't have to do that anymore. So I just go to sleep whenever I can, and when it's different, first I'll just do a community post like "Happy 2023." Can't wait to
uh,
see how that turns out.
can't wait to see you guys next year. Huh, when people say that, yo, Christian, I can't wait to see you next year. And then we see you next year. Hey, see you next week. And all of that.
yeah,
But
that's a lousy joke. Oh wait, wait, we had this question also, but hey, Christian,
what?
If you could be any cartoon father, who would you be and why?
Hmm.
either father or father figure.
Like, yeah.
Um, Master Splinter, because of a martial artist, and he's very wise and he's very strict. Nope. I mean, I wouldn't want to be a rat, but his personality, I would definitely want. Specifically, the Team 2012 version.
Oh yeah,
That's
I was gonna suggest that for you.
uh,
I like that. I like that version, the 2020, the 2012 version,
Who's that? Not all.
and 90 and 87.
uh, but look at this, people. From the 2018 one, we get Master Splinter with Eric Bauza playing him. No offense, but it's like, I see what they're going for with Splinter, but I can't really say much.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, no disrespect for Eric, but it's just not cutting out for me.
Same.
Yo, fresh show, you back, baby?
Yeah, I'm here. Let's just go.
All right. So, okay, first let's do this, then we'll move on. Okay, so fresh, what's your rating?
Okay, rating is 5.
For me, yeah, I gotta agree 5. And you, Bobby?
He's muted.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Next, I was asking, what's your rating for Big Bob and Miriam from Hey Arnold?
I'd say a 4 or a 5.
All right. Next one of the greatest dads, and sadly, one of, like, yes, of course, divorced parents and all. Dr. Heinz Super Smurfs and his ex-wife from Fans of Herb.
Yep. The main antagonist of the series, of course, not main antagonist to Fist of Verb, but to pair the platypus, or HP as we call him. So Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz is just a scientist that wants to take over the tri-state area. Of course, blue platypus named Perry, or Agent P, always stops
Green.
them.
He's green or teal, for Christ's sake.
Teal.
Oh, well, it's really hard to tell, but thank you anyway.
Jesus Christ, you kidding me?
Anyways, so yeah, as I was saying, Agent P always stops in with his evil plans, and Doofenshmirtz always has a backstory. Yeah, here's the thing though. The reason he's evil in the first place because of his parents, because they never gave him the attention he wanted, all because of his big brother, and he always has a hard time. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Oh, well, everyone is quiet.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. All right
Well,
then.
our thoughts on my thought on Doofenshmirtz is just well, when I first saw him, I just saw him as a wacky, goofy scientist. But overall,
Well, that's what the creators were going for and stuff.
yes. But after watching more of Phineas and Ferb, I began to see his character, and then a bit more of the development uh, growing on him as time went on.
Mm-hmm.
And I will. I believe the people with the most good influence in his life is not just Vanessa, but also Agent P.
Yeah, true. Um, and
And maybe Norm.
yeah. So yes, for Doof here, he every time Perry starts to battle him, whatever, he like traps him and he shows him his so-called innators. Like every invention he has an innator at the end.
Yeah. And there was even
But
like
yeah, he's a hysterical villain and stuff, and he's basically one of the popular characters of Phineas and Ferb, especially where he says, "Curse you, Perry the Platypus."
yeah,
Part of it.
just it's the same routine every day.
Mm-hmm. A platypus? Perry the Platypus?
Yeah, that's funny because like when the hat's off, it's just he's so confused because he's so used to seeing Perry wearing the fedora.
Yep.
Yeah, but like honestly, Second Dimension Doofenshmirtz was more menacing.
Yeah, and he is a lot smarter because he could tell that Perry the Platypus is Ancient P.
Yes, and he also turned his Perry into a cyborg.
Yep. But of course, he turned good.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So like we
What? Spit it out.
well, I was for Christian to come back, but what do you think of like his ex-wife Charlene?
She's
Well,
alright.
yeah, she's alright. She barely comes on to show. Basically, she's just there on occasion. I actually don't know why they were divorced in the first place.
I'm back. Like, yeah, I just heard your guys' opinions. Like, okay, for my opinion about Jim Smurfs, like, just doing the best for like his daughter, as I said before, for Vanessa, because he just wants a child that he never had, basically.
Well, yeah, and we're
And
just talking about his ex-wife. I mean, she's just there occasionally, but a cool thing about her, she's voiced by one of the greatest actresses ever, Allison Janney.
well, yes, I do know that. And what kind of pissed me off, like, not as a character, but this one episode, like, of course, what was it? It was like a reunion for Jim Smurfs. And I was questioning why is she there because aren't they divorced? Like, and she was like she kept it in the name. I was like, what the? No, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's just odd, you know.
Yeah.
But okay, for Doofenshmirtz, like, yeah, immediately affinity. Like, I can't say nothing but his ex-wife. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, me too. And you can't hate Disrespect, even though he's evil, but he's pretty funny. There's a scene where he created innate or where I like to make everyone dance or something like that. And there's this robot, and he's actually doing the Macarena, and Perry Pappas is doing the conga.
Behold, my I don't care nader.
Good one.
Or as I like to call it, behold, the I don't give a crapinator.
Same
Look.
difference.
It's Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Hi,
Hi,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Kevin, a couple days ago, I actually watched Home Alone on TV.
Did you like it?
Of course, I liked it. Who doesn't?
I like reliving the nostalgia.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Thank you, Macaulay Culkin. Anyway,
right.
let's move on to the next.
Yeah. What's the next one, Chief?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Seriously, it's right. It's in the
Wait,
same
hold
freaking
on.
show.
Wait, hold on.
Okay. Oh, the forget it. Yeah. Next one. Full.
It's right
Flash.
in front of you.
I see it. Okay, Linda and Lawrence Fletcher.
Yes, Linda Lawrence Fletcher. The two L's. Wait, is
Double
Blitz
L.
muted?
Apparently he is, and apparently we're not at Linda and Lawrence yet. We're at Doofenshmirtz's parents.
Oh, okay.
Like, really, how can you not see?
That's a good question. All I can say about Mr. and Mrs. Doofenshmirtz, they're crap. And they only care about Roger.
Yeah, like whatever happens to them, they'll do it to Heinz Schwartz. Like for example, when all the gnomes were taken away for some odd reason, they made Schwartz dress up as a gnome
Yep.
and not move at all for several days. And there's this episode where Schwartz wanted to go into the pool, but her mom said no.
Hey, what can I say? Like, worst parents ever award. Yes.
Let's just put them in the category of shit, because we all know that's what they are.
Of course.
Oh yeah. Every time we see a backstory of his, and always have to involve their parents. But what are you gonna do? Boom, 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 boom.
Should we move on to the next, or should we wait for Blitz?
How can we move on to the next when he's not in charge of it?
That's what he said. We'll move on when Blitz gets back. That's what he said.
All right.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it only works if it works for something dirty sounding.
Or as Yakov said, good night, everybody.
Still got to work for something dirty.
I like this music.
Me too.
I'm back. I was just getting a
Oh.
call.
Okay.
Ha!
Two types of him, both the drink and the drug.
Ha! He got scared.
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't expect you to speak because I was paying attention to Amazon and I expected you to speak.
Well, you better be calling me Lucy Loud now, because I just scared the shit out of you.
Nah, typical.
All I need is a crow sound.
All right, but yeah, did you give your opinions about Doofenshmirtz's parents?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we
Okay.
instantly went for category shit. What about you?
I agree. And all right,
Okay,
next,
we're all in agreement now. Moving on.
Linda.
All right,
and Lawrence.
Linda and Lawrence Fletcher. One's American and one is British.
One is British. Outside.
Go
So
on.
yeah, a really good couple, of course. Linda, she's really nice, always offering Venus and Ferb and their friends snacks and whatnot. And she goes a lot of crap with Candace. He's like, mom, come see. I want to bust him. And nope, nothing there.
Nope. Candace, I think we should put you in a mental institute at this point.
Nah.
But you're going to Joker's house.
I can already
Uh,
imagine Candace in a straitjacket, just like bashing her head on the wall, saying, "But
I told you it was real. Nah, couldn't be.
Actually, imagine if that actually happened. Like, if she's that crazy and she was actually put in a hospital because,
I wish." That would happen.
because Linda had enough of it. And I don't remember which episode it is, but it's where they remix Candace's but and everyone just starts singing. There ain't no piñata.
I think I kind of heard about that one too.
And you know what kind of pissed me off? When I was doing
What?
research about the best and worst parents for this stream, apparently they were like for the worst parents. I was like, why? I was like, really?
Why?
They were like, oh, because they never listened to Candace and all that. I was like,
So?
that's not their fault. It's her fault at that point.
Well, yeah, because you need evidence to do it, and the only time they actually saw that the veggie was where they finally get busted, but it turns out to be a dream, and an episode where Lucifer built a jumping thingy, and she actually saw it, but she got her memory erased several times by Jim Smarts and Nader. So
Yeah. But yeah, Linda's a good mom. And for Lawrence, like, yeah, he's a good dad and a stepdad to like Candace and Phineas.
yeah, and he is British, which explains about Ford being British, but there's nothing wrong with him. He's a pretty fun guy. There's this episode, and then the end credits, Linda was sleeping and Laura's like, fossils. Dun dun dun. Boop. Fossils. Dun, dun, dun. That always cracked me up.
Yeah.
And there's
But-
this one where Phineas and Ferb built a monster truck out of the car and to help Candace with her driving, and Lawrence actually went with Candace for the driving in the monster truck.
But overall, what would you give this couple? For me, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it, but whoever put them as the worst parents is just ridiculous. I mean, when
say
they
they're
say
very good.
they don't listen to Candace, I mean, again, you need to have evidence. But I mean, you can't blame them for not believing her. And plus, she always give him crap every time. Like, always try to bust Phineas. I mean, come on, give him a break, Candace.
Yeah.
And there's a thing though. There's an episode of Candace's party where she was trying not to have a party, but they found it out anyway. And they actually ground her.
Yeah, it ain't karma a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next up, I'm just gonna do random at this point. Philip Banks and Vivian Banks, like, yeah, from the First Prince of Bel-Air. I could explain this one. So yeah, now they're just being the parents of like Will Smith because of course his mother was struggling. Of course, his father left him when he was a child. So like just being good parents to him. There's no issue. But there was this one episode where Will's father returned, and that was like very sad.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, Watch Retro did a thing, like, serious moments or stuff like that on a sitcom, and that was one of them. And he's like, screw you. I wish you did never return. I tie my shoes without you and whatnot, and stuff like that. And he actually, like, cried, and Uncle
Yeah,
Phil's.
hugging him like, and that those were like actual emotions because Will Smith's real father actually left him as a child.
Oh,
Oh,
I
Yeah,
actually didn't know
so
that.
like it was so much thought to it. I was like, that's really really sad. Like real life and even TV, like But Uncle Phil just being a father figure to to Will, that was really nice of him.
Yeah. So I didn't know that those emotions were actually genuine, but that was actually good acting there.
It was, and when they were hugging, James Avery actually whispered to him in his ear, "That's how what you call good acting."
Mm.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, to them, I give them a 10 out of 10. Better than Will's father, and just helping out Will's fault, not father, like mother.
Yeah, of course.
And, all right, so yeah, just choose a random here, and of course, first I saw you put this Frank and Susan Heffley from Dario Whippet. Would you like to explain this, or should I?
go ahead.
Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, the Dario Whippet movies, they were really great. Of course, with Frank and Susan being like the parents of like Greg and his brothers. Okay, with Frank, just being, that dad that has a job for an office, can't really say much about him. But in the third movie, he really wants to bond with Greg, and that was something. Like, first, you want to explain furthermore?
Okay, well, it's just that's the standard that does his own sort of deal. Doesn't really connect with his son, but like what you say in the third film, especially uh when he finally found out that Greg was just lying to him about applying for a job, and well, they soon started to like bond much more better afterwards. And with his mother, of course, I get she's that typical amazingly embarrassing generic mother who just
Yeah.
loves her kids generally, but just unaware about, you know, how much clinginess.
I do agree with you. Like, remember in the second movie in the beginning where like they're at that place and she announced like, where is Greg and all that, make sure he's safe. I was like, God damn, that is so embarrassing for Greg.
Yikes! And one of the movies I saw a trailer of it, and they're about to go to church, and um, Roger,
Roderick.
Roderick.
Roderick, sorry, but yeah, he's stuck chocolate and was it
In
Greg's
Greg's?
Greg's
pants.
Yeah,
seat.
yeah, Greg's pants, and made it look like he pooped his pants, and
Poop. He has pooped his
Open
pants.
pants.
it's
No,
like,
look, I
no,
swear,
it's
it's
chocolate.
chocolate.
See,
Look. Ew.
Oh,
He
like,
ate
why would you
shit.
do that?
He ate
he tried
shit.
to prove a point. That's what. But I mean,
Oh man.
But first, remember that part in Dark Movie Kid 3, like when Frank turned out the video game, he was like, "Ha!" and all that.
it's just guess who's laughing now? Me. I'm the laugher. I'm the laughingest laugher that ever laughed. Steve Zahn is a treasure.
Yeah, he
Oh wait,
is.
Steve Zahn was in that movie?
Yes.
Of course, he plays Frank,
I never seen the movie, dude.
Well, what's
bro.
that
He's
surprise?
this is how I got introduced to Steve.
Well, I got just two Steve Zahn, Steve Zahn, and Daddy Daycare.
Oh, nice.
Oh
Oh, and
yeah, he was
Chicken
there.
Little.
Yeah, I got introduced to him in Daddy Daycare also, but then I most notably knew him in Diary of a Wimpy movies.
Uh, but my overall score for them, even though there's some differences here and there, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for them. At least they're like trying to be good parents.
6.
Yeah,
I
and you,
agree
Bobby?
with both of your scores.
6.
All right. Next up, Christian, if you want, would you like to explain this one?
It's glitching. I can't. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So when I started watching Steve Universe, at first I didn't want to, but I was like, what the heck? So I learned about the three girls that wanted cartoon network cartoons I saw were like called gems and like and supposed to be like aliens and whatnot. But anyway, so Greg Universe being single parent to Steven Universe, but of course, we don't know about his mom until we found out that World's Quartz as his mom and like and she used to be a leader of Crystal Gems and whatnot, and she actually sacrificed herself in order to like make Steven born and stuff. It's odd, but I get what they're going for. But you have to watch the whole series to understand it and all. But I mean, Greg, it's just like a rocker and stuff. There's nothing more to explain more, but they're pretty good parents. I must say. I give it a 10.
Same here. Like, yes, I've seen some episodes. Even when they even show flashbacks of when Greg was young, how he met Rose first.
Yeah, me too.
Any other opinions, or that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
I like
All
to
right.
pick one. I was going through the comments, and we should do Kevin's parents.
Hold on. Oh yeah, here you go.
Yes. And a family full of uncles and aunts and cousins and sisters, yada yada
Other
yada.
family jobs.
Yeah. So yeah, Kate and Peter McAllister, father and mother of Ken McAllister. So Peter was that like not so much. It was just there, but for Kate, Kevin had to yell at her because the family's totally apart and whatnot and stuff. And she said, "Well, I hope you don't feel like that way. You don't want if you want to make us disappear. I said, I do want you to disappear and stuff." And of course, there was this fight before, like involved with a pizza and a milk drop that makes Evan lose his ticket, and then she realizes that she lost her son home alone. Coming, mother. Okay, come on.
Coming, mother.
Coming, mother.
Okay, well he's gone. Fresh, would you like to explain this one while he's gone? Not this one. Here.
Yeah. Again, kind of like Greg and Roderick's parents. They too are okay, but what I don't like is how they are easily manipulated by Megan's evilness about like sweet tendency about. Oh, I'm a good girl. I never do anything wrong. I do anything to make you happy because I'm a good girl. I'd be like, okay, we believe you. We believe that you're not a violent, evil psychopath who likes to cause misery.
Yeah, that's
for
honestly
brother.
bullshit.
Wait. Oh, you're talking about these guys.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I wasn't finished talking about the parents, but anyway, so when she finally found Kevin at home, she hugged him
You
so much
dirty
she loved him
bitch.
so. But there's nothing wrong with them. The actress who played her, she did really good. So 10 out of 10.
Apologize, Christian.
No, wait. Look, it's cool. That's all I had to say. Like,
No, I'm just kidding, but thank you for
Also,
explaining.
I'm on pay for the card, and one of those items, of course, all of them don't appear till next month, but one of them is a surprise. I don't know when it's gonna come, but you'll see when ever Rice. I'm not gonna tell you; it's gonna be a surprise. You'll knock your socks off.
Why would I knock my socks off? They're really nice and comfy. I'm gonna take them off. This is very nice. But go ahead, Fresh. Continue.
I said it was done. Like, that's all I had to say.
Okay. From my perspective, I don't know. Being like step parents, like each other kid, like for Drake and Josh, I think I have to agree with Fresh in this one. Like, just not being fair to Drake and Josh. Always taking Megan's side. Megan. Uh, you know, especially in this one episode. Remember this episode, the Gary Coleman grill?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember when she was trying to sell the product to this woman, spreading lies about like how Walter made her sleep outside and all that, and out of nowhere smacks him in the face.
Mm.
Oh man. But yeah, for them, I have to give them a 5 out of 10.
Well, the way you described them, I would give them a 3.
You guys?
Yes, a 5.
All right, next one. Which Spider-Man fan wants to explain this one?
Sure. What the heck? So, I got introduced to these characters in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. So, of course, May Parker is just a kind old woman, and Ben Parker is just super wise and stuff. And we can't forget his memorable quote: "With great power comes great responsibility." So when Peter gets new powers by a bite of a radioactive spider, he starts to go wrestling to you know get some money for his aunt and uncle and
A
stuff and
car.
oh car okay anyway so yeah there's a robber or a bad guy running by and he didn't do anything stop him of course but later on there's like a big commotion going on the street, there's people going around and he knows that his uncle has been shot. And it's one of the saddest deaths ever throughout the Spider-Man franchise.
Yeah.
True. Like, yeah. When you first saw that scene, him like sadly dying because of that, like were you emotional at the time? You're like very like what was it?
I don't remember because it's been a long time since I've seen it for the first time, so I don't really know what my reaction was. But it's just still one of the saddest deaths ever, and no one can forget about it. And he was like a mentor to Peter.
Yeah, just taking the responsibility of like of Peter's parents like responsibility, just raising him as his own, and remember that final fight with him and Green Goblin, saying like he could be a father to him, and he's like, my father has been Parker.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Truly
Wow.
touching. Truly touching.
It is touching, and I give this couple a 1,000 out of 10.
Agreed.
Me too. It's just they're
Me
that
too.
great.
Yeah.
They are excellent.
Godspeed, Ben Parker. Godspeed.
Yep. All right, next one, Fresh. Would you like to explain this one?
Okay. I even though I have seen some episodes here and there, I don't really know much about his parents. Well, I guess I could say since they're rich and stuff, I guess they're like I don't know, the good kind of rich and not the snotty, stucco, jerky kind of parents or like that. That's all I can say.
Oh, that's good. All right, next up. Welcome to America, Stan and Francine Smith. Like, I'll explain this one a little bit. So yeah, with Stan and Francine, seeing the show as a kid, like yeah, they're better parents than like Peter and Lois, in my opinion. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Anyway, yes.
Because okay, comparing Francine and Lois, Francine's like the nicest, like mother, like even Steve's like a mama's boy at that point, just having a special bond. Like she just wants to connect to the family and all that. Well, Stan, like I understand where Stan's coming from because of his childhood. Like his dad was left him as a child. It was just basically him and his mother. So like yeah, the way he acts now is because of his childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still like cries about it, and like there was one scene where he was like crying about his dad, and then his dad was driving by, and he was like, "Oh no, not that guy again."
Yeah. But one of the funniest scenes with him and his dad is like it was a flashback of him doing Smith and Son, and there was this guy saying Smith and Son. He was like, "Get a job, dumbass." I just love how Darren Norris is cursing that scene. But
Darren Norris, he is a really good voice actor.
true. And my score has to be 8 out of 10. You guys?
It's 7.
7.
I'd probably go with an 8. I'd say.
All right.
I was gonna say for Stan's dad, Blackjack. He is
Blackjack.
Yeah, that's his name. Or yeah,
Jack Smith.
Jack Smith. Like, wasn't that like his name? His like nickname?
I guess. Like they
Jack
didn't really go
Smith.
before.
Yeah, I mean it's Jack. Yeah,
Mhm.
at least Jack is kind of better than Francis, Peter's quote dad. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I'm not your father.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah. All right. Next up, Johnny Tiss's parents.
Yes. Okay, so start with Hugh. What can I say? He's obsessed with meatloaf. Like every dinner they have meatloaf. Who wants meatloaf? Yeah.
Meatloaf. Johnny, eat
yeah,
all your meatloaf.
I mean, the way he cooks it, it's just instant. Yeah.
Yeah, like um
It's just,
what I'm trying to say here.
I'm waiting.
Oh no, Christian, pause. Then fresh comments. What do we do next? Find out now.
find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh shit, he left.
Oh no. There it goes, folks. He went out. He went on an adventure to Neverland.
Or
He'll never
maybe
be seen.
or maybe it glitched out again. Because damn it.
Okay. So while he joins back, Fresh, do you want to give your opinion about you?
Okay, well, he's just that basic stay-at-home neat freak dad who just wants his kid everything prim and proper and just wants to has certain different.
Okay, there's a YouTube message I was trying to hit watch later, but I today pressed the whole thing and maybe kick out. So I was trying to say is there's a one episode where he kept telling Johnny what to do, and instead of letting me eat a chocolate bar, he let me eat a freaking meatloaf candy bar. That's just grody.
Yeah, let's see. Fresh, what's your opinion? Like, you want to go on or just stop there?
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, I basically said like what he actually is. So there's that.
Well, even though, like, yes, and he freaking all that's, making meatloaf for the family, I really like Ian James Corlett's performance as, like, Johnny's dad. This is how I got introduced to him.
Wait,
So, yeah,
that was
me too.
Yeah, that was him.
Oh.
He was also in a show of PBS Kids called
Dinosaur Train.
That Dinosaur Train, yeah, and he voiced the conductor.
Oh.
He was also Goku.
Goku. Wasn't he also Master Roshi?
Yes.
It's over 9,000.
It's over 9,000. But, let's see here. With Johnny's mom, just working all the time, like, what's your guys' opinions?
Well, yeah, like he said, like she's like have multiple phones because she's like a office worker and something like that. I mean, we don't see her job, but we can kind of see what job is when she has her office at a house and stuff. But she's kind of been uptight and stuff. Like there's this episode where he was trying to get Johnny to do sports and stuff, and they end up keep breaking the windows, and upset her a bit, and. But I do like the voice actress who voiced her, Kathleen Barr. If you don't know who she is, she played in shows like NN Eddie and in My Little Pony Fetches Magic, Oz Pet Shop 2012, and other Canadian type shows. But she is a great voice actress.
Amen to that. Like, yeah, like even though with Johnny's mom, I think she could be fair sometimes here and there, but the performance, yeah, was really nice. And overall for Johnny's parents, I give them like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. They're pretty good.
I'd say 8 out of 10.
All
All right.
Next up, Richard and Nicole Lawson.
Yep. One. Okay, so Richard, he is lazy. He doesn't really have a job, even though he was a tie. He doesn't really have a job, and he is not a really bright light bulb.
Well, then again, you could blame his mother.
Yeah, and his dad, basically.
Like, yeah, it was so sad when Richard was like little. He saw him leave, and like he was in the window, and it's really sad.
I know, and the fact that I have the same body shape as well is like, and now I know where he got his body shape from his dad. But yeah, Richard, he's a alright character, even though he's not the brightest tool in the shed, but a sharpest tool, not brightest tool. But the point is, he's still a pretty good character, and he tries his best, try to take care of the kids and whatnot. But of course, he one time shrunk Gumball's clothes and made him wear a wedding dress.
Oh, that was woo! And Dara was so obsessed.
Yeah. But to Jesus. Nicole, do not make her mad, or she'll. Would you explain how mad she would get?
the limit. That was like wow. That was a very like how would I explain it in a way? Like first you seen the limit, right?
Of course, yeah.
Like how would you explain it?
Just over the just that's a Satan level of evil right there. I mean, like when you just reach her to of course that one limit where she gets so angry that she cannot be stopped. That's
Like
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
and
I
of
also
course,
like what she did with the security guard. It was like a ring reference.
Mm.
Oh,
yeah. And the first episode, where it's called the DVD, where Nicole tasks Gumball to get the DVD out because it's been like several months since he's done it, and she's like, I work my butt off to feed your kids, and Gumball was being smart. He's like, the kids that you decided to have, and then she started punching a wall and actually scared Gumball.
the door.
The door, but yeah, you get the point. But yeah, you shouldn't be as smart like Gumball, especially around Nicole. And the reason that is why she is in a rage fit is because of her dad.
Or
yeah,
parents overall, kind of.
yeah, like with her parents, like and this is what like kind of like didn't make sense. Like yeah, she got all A's for her classes, but her mother was pointing out, how come you got an F for like gender? Not because I'm a female. Like you can't get A for like gender. Then what would you be? Come on.
I don't know.
Come
I
on.
mean,
They're not using their noggins. Come on. People know there's like at least 3 genders. Like yes, male, female, email. Come on. This makes sense.
I mean, what are you gonna do? But she did get her smarts from her mom, and that's where Anais got her smarts from, and a little bit of the rage. So she's a mixture of Nicole's parents at this point.
But overall, Richard and Nicole, like, yeah, they're very good with that show. Them being fair, like, any trouble, they're always there. Like, hey, at least they're not like, yes, I will say this again. At least they're not the levels of Peter and Lois. Like, at least they care about the children.
Like in a flashback episode where Dawn first appeared, they tried to keep Gumball occupied with the goldfish, but each time Gumball gets it killed, or sometimes it's Richard, so it has to flush it down the toilet every time. And when they try to get another one, Richard was what Nicole thought was going to say was people don't say that. The people say there are other fish in the sea, but she ended up saying it anyway. Too soon.
But overall, I give them a 10 out of 10. Nothing wrong.
Yeah, but seriously, don't make Nicole mad at all. And of course, like I mentioned with the parents, it did show like when they first met Nicole and Richard. So,
Yeah. And other guys' ratings, so like, what's up?
10.
Yeah, same as you.
Alright, Rush, get ready to explain this one. Heroin Gladys.
Hey, okay. Well, okay. So for Harold, yes, originally he did start out as much more smarter than compared to what he is right now. He was all right. Just like not really like anything wrong until later on in the episode where he became a full grade A idiot. And Gladys, yes, she kind of acts where she does really care for her family, but if you just get on her bad side, she is just a complete psychopath. And ever since she first saw Grimm, she just became like a complete hatred of him. And it's where Billy got his idiocy and his craziness from. So yeah, you could blame them for that.
I thought it was
Yeah,
just
like that's why I hate character development change. Like I would prefer if Harold be just that smart for whatnot. Like he would like keep Billy out of trouble one night and stuff. But and what are you gonna do?
But I did like how Richard voiced both, like, Billy and his dad. That was really cool. Even voicing their grandpa.
Yes.
Oh, Grandpa.
Yeah, and that's kind of like very funny because a very similar thing happened in El Tigre.
Right, yes. Richard voiced Dr. Chipotle's junior, senior, and senior.
Senior.
Oh.
Uh, but goddamn, Jennifer Hill's like level with voicing Gladys was really up top. Like I can't like lie about that.
Oh, I didn't know Jennifer Hill voiced Gladys.
But
Yes, she did.
it was really good. But as parents, half the time, my score would be like 6 out of 10.
For
Yeah, I've seen clips here and there. I agree with your score.
All
I
right,
agree too.
all right. Next one, another live action parents, David and Holly Vega from Victorious.
Yeah,
Um,
they're good.
they're not good parents. I'm gonna say that they're not good parents. You know why? Because every time Tori's in a situation, especially with Trina, they always leave it with like Trina all the time. Like this one time, Trina had to get like. Have you ever seen that episode where she had to get her like tooth get like wisdom teeth out?
yes.
No.
Yeah. And that was hell because they left Tori with Trina the whole weekend while they went somewhere else, so they want to like suffer the torture.
That's
And
gotta suck.
really, like, and this one episode, first, remember this episode Jeanette McCurdy appeared in?
Okay, yeah, that was Crazy Pawnee, right?
Yeah, and remember that half of the time, Tori's mom was texting like Tori's dad's like officer mate half of the time.
Uh, maybe like the only thing I remember from that episode is just Pawnee and Jade losing her crap over Cat waxing off her eyebrows.
Oh yeah, I do
Oh
remember that.
yeah, I saw that on Instagram. Yeesh.
Um, but people might say, hey, they're normal parents, but they're actually the worst because really, they don't really pay attention to their like kids half of the time. Like, yeah, they might interact, but like not really care for them that much. That's why I have to say.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Even though I didn't really see episodes with them, I haven't ever seen their dad before. But I think I saw their mom, but I don't know what episode. But from what you're saying, I can see where you're going.
And there was a theory about how in later seasons, like they actually divorced because of how like we always see her mom in later seasons, but not the dad. Like claiming that they divorce half of the time.
Well, that makes sense. I can agree with that theory.
All right. Lol. Okay. All right. Next up, by Fresh, Randall and Karen Crawford.
Oh yes, this is a very over the top one. All right, so yes, as the parents of Kevin, who at first when he was a little kid, he looked up to his dad. He always wanted to become a cop after seeing his dad making arrests, and even imitate him to the fact that he started shouting obscenities, which kind of upset his mom. But he still appreciated his dad up until he walked in at the wrong moment
And
when they
shot him in the balls.
yes,
Ooh.
he shot his dad's nuts off, and that caused him to be all bitter, which led to a divorce. And while they say that they still love their kid, that he's 18 right now, they just still can't really put up with his stupidity because
Is that what that was in a video made with about Tom Kenny and you censored it?
yes, I
Yeah.
did yes.
I was
Yeah.
wondering about that because, like, why does that sound familiar? So that's why I asked. So now I know that that was his dad. Okay.
I gotta say, even though like yeah, they're characters, but Tom Kenny and Grey Delight played really great with these characters. Like cursing at each other half of the time. Just arguing is really good.
It is.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like they did manage to get back together, but they only did it for the fact that they wanted the house for themselves and that Kevin should move out. And they did kind of regret what they said about joking around that they wish Kevin was never born. And yeah,
Damn, are we just gonna go to that episode of The Fairy Odd Parents? Because that
yeah,
was a
that
tough
was sort of
time.
special because, yeah, if you're talking about Abracatastrophe, wait,
No, I'm talking about. Remember that one episode where Timmy wished like, if he wondered what would it be like if he was never born.
oh, all right, well, that's different because in that universe they have a daughter.
Well, yeah, that was like really cruel, and like they treated the daughter really well. Other than Timmy, that was like really harsh.
It's like, yeah, come to think about it, it's like they never wanted a kid to begin with. Hmm?
But hey, I think they're playing like the favorite card game. Like, I didn't want a boy, I wanted a girl, and all that. Nah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well, there was
yes,
one where
yes. That is the reason why Timmy has that pink shirt and hat. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
it's a girl. Can you check
Okay,
again?
I just now realized that you changed my name.
Oh my God.
Wow, took you
Well,
this long right now.
Whatever do
Well,
Christopher.
you
for
mean?
one thing, I couldn't see it because one, I was looking at Amazon, two, because the things were blocking my username, so that's why I didn't see it.
Oh,
Uh,
Amazon, both the company and the
What's
web. Okay.
up? What's up? Hello. But yeah, took it that long.
Yeah, I did. But hi, Judd. Um,
But
so
first, for your perspective, overall score.
Okay, despite the fact that they can be like crappy parents, but they are still hilarious due to, of course, Tom and Gray. I just give them like a 8.
Yep. All right. Next one, I think Christian will like to talk about Ray and Deborah from Everybody Loves Raymond.
alrighty then. First of all, Ray, the title character of the show. So he is just a type of character that doesn't want to do anything. He's just super lazy. And he doesn't like feeling feels and whatnot and stuff. He doesn't want to talk about feelings and whatnot. And he's not that bright either.
Yep. Always having Marie do all of his things for him and Deborah.
But you can't hate him though, because he's pretty funny, and that's how I got introduced to Raymond. Besides Ice Age as many.
Yep. Ray Romano, like great comedian. Like yeah, I love his work, especially like those moments with him and Brad Garrett.
Yeah.
And as for Deborah, at least yeah, she like taking over like half the time with the kids, But as they grow up, they don't really interact that much, like with Allie and with the twins. Like, what do you gotta say about that, Christian?
Well, I mean, it's all right and stuff, but there's this episode where Allie actually like refused to pick up her toys, and he like yelled at her mom, like, "No, I don't want to do this."
Yep, I remember they had to take some class for it.
Yeah, but over time, she did get better and stuff. But of course, we all know Deborah is not that of a good cook.
Yep, and that's why Marie criticized.
Yeah, but for some reason, when Ray first met Deborah, she actually cooked something good. So I don't know what the deal was there.
It's just watch your mouth, Raymond, like who you tell your jokes to, because eventually they'll be snitching.
Oh yeah, I know what episode you're talking about, where she actually did cook something good. And he actually bragged about it, jokingly said that was bad, but she got pissed,
Yep,
and she got so pissed she actually poured the sauce down his pants.
I remember that. And the other person that liked it was Frank.
Yeah, and he was actually mad at Ray for hating it.
Yeah. My overall score for them, yeah, 7 out of 10. No offense to them.
Well, 10 out of 10 for me because they're really comical and stuff, and I watch it from time to time when it comes on. It's just that great of a show.
I'm just saying, like, yes, I know it's a great show. I'm just saying, as parents, though, like, your opinion about them being parents. That's the thing.
Oh well, Ray could use some work, so 7. And for Deborah, I mean, for what her life is, you can't blame her, but 7 as well.
All right. Next up, Dexter's parents from Dexter's Laboratory. I'll explain this one. So, Dexter's parents, there's nothing wrong about them. I mean, they're really good parents. I've even seen the episode where they first met, and
No, I have not.
This kind of explains why Dexter's mom wears her gloves all the time, because it revealed that she's a germaphobe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that. I thought she only wore them because she's always like working and whatnot. But she's actually germophobic. Wow.
Yeah,
Like,
that does make more. That does make more sense. Hence, why Dexter also always wears gloves.
Well,
Hmm.
I
and
mean, but then again, Dexter's a scientist, so who can you blame him?
And yeah, with Dexter's parents like meeting for the first time, she was a germaphobe, and like Dexter's dad, when he was like very young at his age, it was very dirty, like dirty clothes and all that. And of course, she was freaking out, and they were just at this event where they had to interact with people. They got paired up, and eventually at time Dexter's dad realized like he had to be more clean and all that, and that's the story of how Dexter's mom got her gloves because of Dexter's dad bought them as a gift.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Well, I'm glad you
but
told me about that because I didn't know that.
as parents, they're really good parents. Like I really appreciate Cap Susie and Jeff Bennett's performances, both of them.
Yeah, but there's this dirty joke. I don't know what episode it is, but I saw on YouTube like there's this a mysterious silhouette figure at the door, and the parents were like speaking, and it showed them playing Twister.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that one. They thought they were doing the naughty naughty.
But no, they're just playing Twister, which of course I'll never play in real life because, oi.
I want to break a bone or nothing. But for them, 10 out of 10. They're just good parents.
Same.
Yeah, actually, Affinity for me because they're just that great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. I would like to have a nice chat with them every once in a while.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Next up from South Park. Here you go, Fresh.
Oh, where do I begin? Okay, of course, with the parents of South Park, they can either range from being either just childish or complete idiots. But I gotta say, Butter's parents are the worst, the very worst in South Park of all time. The problem with
Worse
them,
than Randy.
they can punish Butters for literally the little single ittiest bittiest teeny tiniest little. Oh, they could ground him for absolutely the pettiest of reasons. That's all. Like pretending to look like a JA in the school when in fact he just had a cowlick. And let's see what else. Just grounding him for like not setting up the pantry very well. Like placing the food in the wrong order. It's just so stupid.
So basically, they're just the grounding type, but they're bad at grounding.
Yeah, no, I mean they'll ground him at anything he does. That's a little like it's not even major and stuff.
You're
Like,
grounded because you touch your fork. You're grounded because you touch a spoon. You're grounded for touching a door. You're just grounded for being grounded.
you're
That's
just grounded because you peed in the toilet. You're grounded because you pooped in the toilet. You're grounded because you peed in the shower.
You're grounded for not washing your hands with soap.
Guys, he's here.
Who's here?
Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Hi,
guys?
Kevin.
Kevin, what are you
What?
doing?
Just want to join in, I guess.
That's nice.
Well, that's
Kevin.
fine.
Welcome.
Welcome to my world.
Actually,
All right,
got
so-
a better Black Suit Spider-Man pick. There we go.
All right.
Ooh, that's a good profile.
Yeah, I either want to choose the classic Black Suit Spider-Man or the new version where this is full-on demon mode.
Ooh, that looks sick, dog. That looks sick.
Yeah, this is basically Black Suit Spider-Man in full-on demon mode.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's basically Venom.
Now, this is still Peter Parker.
I know, but the way the emblem is, it's basically Venom.
All right,
What's
then.
make it even more edgier is like, this has like 6 eyes now. Like, 4 small ones on the mouth.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, like an actual spider.
And you can stop showing my screen now.
okay. Just make sure not to show that to Lenny Loud.
Oh yeah, because she's afraid of spiders, and so is the dad.
Yeah, spider.
Who's next?
Yeah.
The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout, and then did
Down
explain,
came
"Oh
the
man,
goblin.
like oh man, I hate
Came
this
the
song."
goblin and blew up a building out.
Good time. All right. So, any other thoughts about his parents on Fresh or no?
Well, I guess. Well, they did make one stupid comment about. Oh, in the episode Margarine, where Butters pretends to have killed himself and come back as a new girl in order to steal this fortune teller thing that the girls created. They did say that they still did care about him when he committed his quote unquote suicide But even if they did make that stupid comment of saying, "Just calm down, son. We probably won't ground you for more than a few weeks," they're still crappy parents, but I guess they still did care for their son. And well, even worse, Linda even one time after having some trauma of learning about where her husband goes, she once tried to drown Butters in her car.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, the way you described them, I'll give them infinity zero.
Yeah,
Negative
yeah,
1,000
they're like,
bajillion.
yeah. I do want to say
Just stick.
things real quick. That like that episode where she wanna drown Butters. That's fucked up, man.
Like, why would you do that to a child? Like, this kind of reminds me of one episode of Family Guy. It was actually a what was it, a cutaway where Brian was trying to save this woman, and but he didn't know that the woman had a son, and then just drowning them both.
Damn.
Darn.
And that's one of the reasons why I hate Brian Griffin today.
One of the many.
Yeah, Brian is literally the worst, one of the worst dogs ever.
Worst dogs, worst
He's a
characters.
bad-
Like he's top one for me. Like, who's your most hated character like cartoon history?
Blue from Fosters.
All right, that's understandable. You guys.
Wait, have you guys done a stream before on most hated cartoon characters?
No.
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 That should
But
be for
I
next.
might in the future, but not
Yeah, I was saying-
Sunday. I mean, this Sunday I'm streaming, but we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about like what's going to come to 2023 and stuff. If we're available, if we're not doing anything special there, but you guys can let me know.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that someday.
Yeah,
Some
I would love to do best and worst characters of all time, and boy, we'll have a heck of a time talking about these. But anyway, next one.
All right, no, Fresh. Over your score for them.
I mean, yes, of course it's 0. They suck.
All right, got you. All right, next one.
Mine is a negative 1 million.
Jack and Maddie Fenton from Danny Phantom. Okay, look,
Yes, voiced by wait,
Charles. How dare you? It's Bob
I mean,
Paulson.
okay, Kat Susie, as I'm going to say, not Caroline O'Shaughnessy.
Jason and Rob Paulson.
How dare
Yeah,
you.
I didn't mean to say Caroline O'Shaughnessy. I meant to say Kat Susie, but I came out wrong. So,
He's a liar.
so it's not Kat Susie then?
It is Calf Susan. What the fuck
Wow, you are the highest you ever been at this point.
You're even
What
higher
is
than my dad, Steph Rogan. How dare you?
You said liar, Fresh. I thought.
Oh, of course, I was being sarcastic, Dodo.
Okay, forget what I said. What if you take over before I say anything
I'll
else
do it.
stupid?
I'll do it. I'll be the big man over here. So basically, Jack and Maddie Fenton, they're like really good parents. Although they could be a little bit embarrassing to Danny at times. But hey, it just means that they really love him. Like, there's nothing bad about them. I could say. I remember this one episode where Maddie wanted to connect with Danny the most. So basically, they went on a camping trip and all that. But of course, they encountered Vlad, and his ghost minions try to attack them, but of course, just being badasses themselves, they defeated him. And then at the time, Jack and Jazz were trying to bond at the time, and Vlad's minions try to attack Jack for no reason, of course, just because he loves Danny's mom and all that. But I just say they're really good parents. There's no problem with them, in my opinion.
Well, there's this episode, the Christmas one, where the reason why Danny hates Christmas because Jack and
Because they're always, I'll
the what?
say it.
Yeah.
The reason why Danny hates Christmas is because Jack and Maddie are always arguing about Santa's existence being real or not.
Yeah.
Jack says he is, and Maddie says he isn't.
Which
Speaking of which, that episode, I did not see that on Christmas, and I regret it.
I mean,
Well, I mean, it was a pretty good episode to me, and plus, seeing villains honor Christmas and have a code not to do anything evil on Christmas.
it's the truth. Yeah, and I really like the guest star Will Arnett as the Ghost Rider.
Not to be confused with the Ghost Rider from Marvel's Ghost
Like legit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but Marvel, if you're seeing this, don't take my idea. Will Arnett as Ghost Rider. That would be pretty badass.
Yeesh.
Once again. But for Jack and Maddie, I give them like a 9 out of 10.
10 because they're pretty great, especially as Rob Paulson as Jack Fenton. He's just pretty hilarious, especially where he vacuumed his hair off.
Yeah, and learning the
Yeah,
multiple
that was funny.
and like learning about the multiple voices that Rob does in that show. Of course, with Jack, the Box Bros, and Technus.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's see. All right. Well, he'll be back. Let's talk about Fred and Wilma Flintstone. Who wants to do it, or should I do it?
We'll have to talk about it. So Fred and Wilma working, living in a stone age. Yabba dabba do time. How would you describe their personalities?
I mean, yes, they're just living as like cave people, like as parents though, like they're not really that bad at parenting though. Like, although Pebbles, could be a little bit of a, I want to say troublemaker, but of course she gets loose and all that. But I was really surprised when I found out that she grew up and like married, like
Oh yeah, me too. I was like, when I saw episodes that Bam Bam and her grew up like on VHS tape, I was like, wait, what? What? And the matter of fact is that neither Fred or Wilma even aged. They still look the same.
exactly like that's proving like good parenting leads to like good marriages, especially for Bam Bam and like Pebbles. Like Fred and Wilma did really good in the show.
Of course, in every episode, he gets locked up, and he's like, "Wilma."
Wilma! I like how they use that reference for Justice Friends. Basically, it was with Major Glory. Basically, there was this character named White Tiger, parody of Black Panther. He threw him
Uh-huh.
at the window, and Major Glory was like, Wilma! I was like, no, Kronk! And then Kronk comes out with a Wilma costume.
And they actually did that in Family Guy too.
Oh man, good times.
Uh, actually, I don't know if you put it down, but we should talk about the parents of the Jetsons.
Parents of the Jetsons. Oh, I did.
Okay.
But overall score for them, 10 out of 10. They're just classic parents, like one of
Me
parents.
too. They're classic Cartoon Network characters, and there's nothing wrong with them. Especially when their live action counterparts, one of them played by John Goodman as Fred, they did really well.
They did, yeah. And I just love how they did like a crossover with the Flintstones and the Jetsons. That was like one of the best.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember seeing that as a kid on like either Boomerang or Cartoon Network when we had cable. I was like, wow, I can't believe they actually did that. So that's like one of the first crossovers I've ever seen.
All right. And let's see here. Next up, like yes, before we get to the Jetsons, Barney and Betty Rubble. Yeah, for them, it just seemed like for Fred and Wilma, they're really good parents. But what's really shocking is that their kid Bam Bam is really, really strong.
Yeah, well, they're not really their kid. They actually adopted him.
Well, yes, but like just treating them as their own.
Yeah, and because and the live according to the live action movie, he was raised by wild mastodons, but we don't know his exact parents. But all you know is how to say is Bam Bam, not any other word and stuff. But of course, when he grew up, he spoke normally. But in the series on HBO Max, of course, it's not there anymore. I mean, it was alright, but I mean, I'll not disrespecting Kevin McRichson, Jessica Chico or whatnot, but the show is just odd. But yeah, in that show, Pebbles and Bam Bam actually talk, and they're actually kids, not toddlers.
Well, yes, but I did like Kevin's take on Barney, like a different direction. It's not like going dumb dumb. I like how he went high pitch with the voice.
Yeah, I really do enjoy that. But yeah, Barney, Betty, they're really good parents, and we cannot forget his. I got
Go on, Fred. Yeah.
but their live action counterparts, Rick Moranis and
Rosie O'Donnell.
yeah, thank you. Rosie O'Donnell played him live action. They did really good. But
Well, kind of, because people said that Rosie's portrayal was controversial, that she was miscasted.
well, I mean, she's still pretty good, and that's how I got introduced to her.
Oh, for me, it was Tarzan.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But overall, my score 10 out of 10, same as like Fred Willow.
yeah, me too. It's just a pretty classic. You can't have a show without Barney or Betty or any of the other characters.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, George and Jane Jetson from the Jetsons.
Be George Jetson, his son Elroy,
Boy,
daughter Judy,
Elroy, you toy.
Jane, his wife. Hey, no! I gave you these bucks. You're not taking my wallet.
George, I can pay for groceries and all that.
Bull crap.
Oh man, Seth MacFarlane's like take for George was really funny.
I know. You can tell it's Seth MacFarlane because that was literally Peter's voice.
Well, when I say Peter, it's just his normal voice.
Yeah.
Well, actually, his
but,
normal voice is just Brian.
Oh yeah.
yeah. But
It
it was pretty funny.
it
Of
is.
course, there's this scene where he actually dropped her and she went dead, and you can actually see the dollar laying on top of her.
Yeah.
And before that, in the classic version of Family Guy, where, of course, the classic, Jane's not this crazy thing. You can actually see him beat up and stuff, and he's actually mad at Jane. He was actually out there for 45 minutes.
Jane, get me out this thing. Yeah, it's very classic. Like, but as them his parents, George takes a different take because he's just a hardworking dad, especially his mean boss.
Well, yeah, and almost every episode, he gets fired. He's like, but Mr. Spacey. Spacey! I like that blooper they did, or he actually messed up his line and stuff. They actually did that. But anyway, yeah, there's nothing wrong with them, really. They're just really good parents. But how would you describe Jane, though?
Jane, yeah, she's a very good working hard mother. Like, just working at home, just looking at the children. Of course, getting help from the maid, like robots and all that. But overall, they're a stable family. There's nothing wrong about them overall.
Right, yeah. Just living a future life, literally.
Until, man, I wish they would make a new Jetsons cartoon. It's been a while.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with today's technology, because that was made in the 50s or 30s.
I have no clue, bro.
Hold on, let me just check right now. The Jones. That was made back in 1962.
Right.
Hang on, Glenn.
And remember, George Jetson was technically born in this year, 2022. Fun fact.
Right, because future makes sense.
So does that mean I'm older than him? Because then again, the show came out way before I did. Wait, that's kind of confusing. Wait, but which one is it? But wait, what?
Dude, chill. It's just the future.
I was messing with it for a second.
You just yourself a brain fart.
I was losing it for a second. Wait, but if the show came out before I was born, but wait, he's born this year. How does it? Wait, what? What? It's a loop. The Luma. Nah, Bill Cipher, you're behind this. I blame him. Oh man. You ever watch the Jetsons show or like any movies of it?
Sorry, I prefer the Smurfs.
Well, with the Jetsons like show, it's really classic.
Well, goody for you.
Like, did you ever had any thought about like watching it once or not?
Maybe I have in the past. When Boomerang, it's been a while. My happiness was taken.
Okay,
Oh,
Herbert.
Nah, it couldn't be.
Now, if it was Herbert, he'd be whistling, and I can't really whistle that good.
Herbert the
Oh, that's
pervert. Let's see.
But it's just silent somewhere.
While he comes back to rate, let's see here. Fresh, would you like to talk about them.
Okay, so yeah, Mary, she's a loving, caring, supportive mother, one of the good mothers, of course, in all of media. And Chad, Clarence's what stepfather or Mary's
Like, like
boyfriend?
yes. Well, it's the same thing, but yeah. In that one episode where he explained like how he used to have a dad, but now he's a Chad, that was really like touching.
It is, yes.
And yeah, Chad is like a wild dad, like for Clarence, like legit, like they're at the same level, but Chad knows how responsible he is. Even cooks for the family. That's really nice of them.
Oh, I'm like I've never seen that before, but it's good that he does have his moments where he does get to shine about like he's more than just being a goof off.
Remember that one episode where they visit Brain's new house? He fell to the roof, the ceiling. Oh man.
Yes.
Oh, oh man. Uh man. We all wish we could have a Chad. That's the best. But Mary as a mother, yes, I agree with what Fresh said. And it's one of those times I was like, wait a minute, I know this voice actor. I was like, oh, it's Katie Cran, the voice of Izzy from Total Drama. And to find out that she actually did other voices in the show was really pretty cool.
Yes.
But for them, I give them a 10 out of 10.
Agreed.
In the meantime, also, would you also want to explain about Heroin and Honey?
Okay, even though I saw, in fact, come to think of it, after this, I think I might watch it all over again. But they're just the basic, generic, loving parents. That's all really I can say. Like, not really all that bad.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I especially like Brian and Kari's like performances as them. Like nothing wrong with them. Like just trying to be fair with the kids and all of that. But for them, I give them a 10 out of 10.
Same.
Right then. And now we play the waiting game with Christian Parish. Again.
Or too much either on the toilet or going into the bathroom to look more at animated girls while oh baby.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no, don't go too far.
Okay,
Don't go too far.
okay, that was a little bit too far.
That was
Well,
too
like
far.
you haven't gone too far, huh? Some of the things that you said made me cringe, like from freaking Toy Story 2, where you just had to mention, well, I don't want to use my hand, and then you just had to say that one line out loud.
Listen, it was for the script. It was for the script. Come on, man.
Well, yes, I do admire the ad libbing and stuff, but geez, the many things that I heard in my life have made me just, uncomfortable.
Listen, if you want to be any kind of celebrity one day, you gotta be like, okay, take it from Jonah Hill. He's like the most like celebrity that said the most curse words in his life, and look at the shit he's done. Like, but he still remains to be a cool celebrity.
Oh, okay. You talk to me, but you don't think I know this crap? Of course, I do know that, but when it comes to a little bit too much, I mean, like, well, depending on how it is. But yes, well, that's good for him that he did that for the Wolf of Wall Street. But one thing though, if you really do want to like stay true to the material, you just got to keep on improving it, and of course, well, yeah, just give the people what they want to see or what they haven't seen or some stuff like that.
I do agree with you. And another thing about Jonah Hill, I like how the transformation about him, like being from fat to skinny, that was really good for him.
Yeah, it was like, whoa, great on you, dude, for deciding
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Wait, you guys remembered this on Family Guy? Hey, look, it's Jonah Hill sometimes.
Damn. I
That
remember
was
when
insulting.
I remember when they brought Seth Rogen into the show 2 times. Like one of the times was really funny. Oh man, that made me laugh so hard
Yes.
because they were like making a joke about Ellen is like our breath smelled like fish. He was like, "God damn, did you eat pussy backstage?"
No, he was like more of the. Also, wait. Also, the Seth Rogen gene.
Yeah.
Doc, can
Man.
we roll this up? I gotta get some beers with the fellas before I go on this date.
Man. Hold on, let me. Let me actually shut you up first before asking this question. Hmm. Have you ever seen the Seth Rogen movie called The Night Before?
No.
I'm not sure. No.
It's a Christmas movie that he's in. Like, yeah. Apparently, everybody likes it, but the reviews is like, But in their perspective, it was really good.
Oh, right. Forgot that was a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Uh, Spider Ham. Spider Ham. Couldn't be.
Sorry I haven't. Sorry I haven't say anything for a while. I'm just a little busy.
Let's do this, and let's do this while he's back. Uh, huh. Yeah, speaking of Family Guy, I remember this one.
What? I saw what
Oh
you
my,
did there.
oh my God. He came back from the
What?
dead. Oh no!
Whatever do you
Now.
mean?
Okay, so I was trying to say, yeah. Well, if they do a reboot of that, they should do it with modern technology because when that was around like 50s or 60s, it's just
It
like
was it was
you think,
1962.
yeah. So yeah, it's like plain technology. But if it's done in our year, it'll be like touch screens and whatnot, and really cool details and whatnot. But we don't know if we'll get a reboot or not. But overall, really good parents. All right, next one.
The next one, Lynn Senior, read aloud.
Yes. When the show first started, we never saw their faces. As one of those parents, we never saw their faces at all. That's until the Christmas episode 16, 11 allowed to leap in, where we finally saw their faces for the first time ever. And throughout the show, we always see their faces. And for them, they're just trying to have a normal life, but with 11 kids, 10 girls, and one boy. Oi, they had a life, don't they? They were really busy, if you know what I mean.
You should say that, like, Rita had the most pain, like giving birth to 11 children. Damn.
Well, yeah, they should have stopped at this point.
Come on, Lynn wanted some party. Come on. Nah, but he should have been careful. But for both of them, they're very reasonable parents. I don't see no problem with them, although, like, teaching lessons and all that. I think they're really good parents.
Well,
Same.
yeah, of course. Going all the crap they go to, like listening to their kids argue, whatnot, and fighting in a fight club a lot and stuff. But they still have a great bond with their kids and stuff. And again, there's
Although
nothing wrong with them, especially what the voice actors Jill Telly and Bryce
Brian Stanback.
Pepperbrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember that one episode where Lincoln was not getting any attention because all the Loud sisters were like really busy with them, and Lincoln had to go to Clyde's house.
Yes.
Well, they couldn't. Well, they couldn't help it because of there's just so many needy. That's what that is. Like that wasn't their
What?
fault.
No, I know
Yeah.
that, but I was like pointing that out, like But hey, at least they made it up to him, like afterwards when they were helping him with his volcano.
Yeah, and when Clyde's parents like were trying to help the girls all at once, they couldn't take it anymore.
Bro, the reaction: we broke Clyde's parents. Oh dear God.
Yep. But again, there's nothing wrong with them and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I give them a 10 out of 10.
Infinity.
All right then. Next one, Fresh. Would you like to explain?
That depends on. Well, kind of like what we said about like any other the other good parents. Yes, they are good parents in their rights. But Hugh is he's the he's the goof off dad who means well, but the antics can be a little bit. While hilarious, he's just he's trying.
Yeah, and he's obsessed with ducks.
Hey, Jim Jam, look at my ducks. Wee, my ducks. My
Yeah,
favorite moment.
he's very memeable, and he always talks about pie. And this is one episode where he wants to be a superhero called Donut Boy.
Donut boy, first do it.
Oh God.
Oh, boy.
Who cop who catch the bad guys? Donut boy, that's
Oh,
me.
boy.
Yeah. It brings a delicious assortment of spook the lights. Donut
Oh,
boy.
boy.
And the fact
Boy.
is, he became a fighter in Nicktoon All Star Brawl.
Yeah, because the fans were like, asking for it because, of course, bringing Jimmy along and all that. But that was really cool of them. Although you have to buy him, but that was really cool of the fans, like, wanting him in the game.
Yeah, but I would
That's
rather
cool.
had Jimmy because he's the main character of the show, and the fact that he's a playable character in the Nicktoon crossover games. So yeah, they should have him as a fighter to
Wait,
You wanna
wait,
know
I
why
think.
people want Q Neutron in that game?
Why?
It's because of the memes.
One time when I was a little boy, I started a banana, and that changed my life.
It's
What
because
the?
of the meme. The memes.
The meme.
The
The
memes. What?
meme.
Next time they bring Carl Weezer because of croissants.
Yeah, wait. I
yeah.
was thinking like I think the only characters in Jimmy Neutron you would get in the game would be both Jimmy, well, it'd be Jimmy, Carl, maybe Sheen and Hugh.
What about Cindy? She knows karate.
Yeah. That'd be really cool, like Cindy versus Sandy.
That would be cool.
Because they're both
Yeah.
voiced by the same voice actress.
Yes.
Uh,
That'd be
And
I
great.
know
for
that.
and for Judy, she's just a typical house cleaning mom.
Yeah,
Always getting mad at
she's
Jimmy for his
basically
antics, and she always calls him by his full name, James Isaac
Isaac
Neutron.
Neutron.
And when I was little, I always thought she said James. I said Neutron instead of Isaac.
Cringe.
Apparently, he did need ears like Dumbo.
Yeah,
Nah.
you're right about that because I
Nah.
misheard it, and
Nah.
that's before I discovered subtitles.
Nah, I gotta bring this meme back. He needs some Ben Stiller ears.
Ben Still ears. What the heck does that mean?
Family Guy cutaway gag where it reveals that he had big ears like Dumbo, kind of like yours right now. But apparently, like this was one of those rare occurrences that, of course, a comedian is able to laugh at himself, and Ben Stiller did voice himself in Family Guy, so he took that as
Huh.
that bit was really funny. And as he was flying away, Peter said this: "His movies are terrible."
Oh damn,
That hurt, man. That hurt.
that hurt. But yeah, I do agree with Judy. Like just being a reasonable mom and like, being like both parents. Like remember when Jimmy and his pals went back to the past and tried to alter like some things here and there.
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
episode Time
and
is
end up
Money.
making his parents rich.
Yeah. Like yeah.
And there's this episode where Judy actually went on vacation for a while, and Jimmy had to build a robot
Yeah, that
mom.
one. The episode Maternatron Knows Best.
Yep.
Yeah, the Maternatron that turned into more like Judy every day, but with more
Wait a minute.
aggressive.
Hold on. I feel like they did this somewhere else. Hold on, let me just check it right now. Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy obviously got his smarts from her.
Oh, so I was right. They did this in Dexter's laboratory.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, with Dexter making 2 mom droids.
Oh.
Oh.
I think I must have seen that episode and then forgot about it.
What the F? Nah, that can't
What?
be appropriate. Hold on, let me send this in Instagram.
What?
Hold on. Let me just send it right now. And Bobby, I'm gonna send it to you on
Discord. All right, where you going?
Oh,
Dude, what in the name of Anna Treadle?
I
That's
was like, what is going on?
apparently
Oh.
they're trying to pull a Rescuers Down Under.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And it's insulting.
Okay, Overall, the rating for these guys, alright parents, pretty good moments and hilarious moments. I give them a 9 out of 10.
I
10
give
out of
them
10.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I give a full 10 out of 10.
9.
Then
Okay. Next one from Pixar, Bob and Helen Parr.
Yes, the superhero parent group. So
Yep,
of course
the
Bob, of
duo.
course known.
Yeah, yeah, the duo of Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl.
Yes, so like Bobby said, Bob, known as Mr. Incredible, is just a typical guy, saving the day with his super strength. And then there's Helen Parr, other known as Elastigirl. Of course, of her name, she's stretchable and stuff, and they actually plan on getting married, and that's what they did. However, because a certain incident happened with Incredible saving a guy who did not want to be saved, that had every superhero like be disbanded and whatnot, and forced Helen and Bob to live a normal life for 20 years.
15 years.
15, I'm sorry, I'm my bad, 15 years, but you get the point. So yeah, after that, Bob now is getting bald, he's getting fat, and they got 2 kids. Well, I mean 3 kids. So yeah, what are you gonna do? But for Bob, he's just a pretty neat guy. But of course, his life since not being a superhero anymore, just dealing with the kids and stuff, being distracted and whatnot, his job and whatnot, especially his boss.
Yep. Bob, I'm not happy.
Not happy.
Happy.
Ask me why.
Okay, why?
Why what?
Why?
Be
To be
specific.
specific, Bob.
Why are you unhappy? Is because you got a bug up your butt?
uh,
Takes him
your
by the head,
customer.
grips him, or bam! Hi.
Yeah, but also for Helen, she's just a typical ordinary woman. Nothing wrong with her and stuff. I don't know what else to say about her and stuff. But of
She
course,
got some nice grapes.
okay.
What?
But remember a scene where she was spinning Jack at a dinner table and she's like making weird noises. Oh no no, Mom! Uh-huh. You're making
You
weird
make,
faces again. No, no, I'm not.
you make weird faces, honey. You have to do it all. People.
And there's a scene where she found out about Bob doing stuff right behind her, and Ed and Mo just whacked her with a newspaper on the head.
Yeah. You're a Elastigirl! My God, pull yourself
Put yourself
together!
I always love that scene. It always cracked
Also,
me up.
wait. What is it? Who are you? What do you want?
My God, you gotten fat. Come.
Fat. Come here.
But anyhow, there's nothing wrong with these guys. They just have a great life, and they got busy, according to Syndrome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because according to fandom, Elastigirl is a very nice mom. If you know what I mean.
Wait.
Because remember that scene where she was checking herself out?
Yeah.
There was some nice cakes back there.
It was. But yeah. What?
What?
Whoa. I love it when it's shattered.
Wait. Honey?
What?
Where's my super suit?
What?
Where's my super suit?
I put it away.
What do you mean, put it away? Where?
Why do you need to know?
I need it.
Don't be doing some daring do. We've been playing this dinner for 2 months.
Man, please, young woman, we are talking about the greater good.
Greater good. I am your wife. I'm as great good as you're ever gonna get. I just love that scene.
Damn. But for them being parents, 10 out of 10.
Me too. Infinity out of 10. It's just that great.
You guys?
Incredible. That's what I'm saying.
It was incredible.
Huh?
10.
I
I give it 10 for incredible.
All right, last one on our list. And yeah, a very good one. Master Splinter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, Buster didn't really have these turtles. Of course, they're basically pet turtles because he used to be human, or in different versions. Like in one version, he used to be human and turned to a rat, and another version, he was a rat that turned to a mutant. But which one do you prefer?
It was like humanoid, and it come from. And let's be honest, it was from that rat was Hamato Yoshi's pet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yes, that's what you just said.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
sometimes Hamato Yoshi turn into a rat.
Yeah,
yeah. I prefer
Yeah.
that's what he said. Like
I like. I like. I like it more when it's
I like the
Hamato
one.
Yoshi
I
who
like
got
the
turned into a rat.
Yeah, me too. But I do like the part where being a rat thing. But my favorites are the 2003 version and 2012 version. In 2003, it's just a kind, wise old man, and for the 2012 version, he's very strict.
very
Yeah,
strict, but very reasonable because they're trying to protect the sons from the mighty Shredder.
And he's
that is
very
true.
wise as well.
Strict, wise,
There are moments where he like teaches lessons to his sons and very strictly as well. Like even beating him with a stick every now and then and stuff. And one point where Lil said, "I'm glad you're not mad." Who says I'm not mad? And he just slams the stick on his foot.
despite the fact, however, despite the flaws, it's just the best version of Shredder to me, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Well, because they're supposedly brothers, but they're not really. Because Shredder hates Splinter because of the girl they're trying to fight for, basically, and stuff, and he hates his clan. I forgot what reason it was, but I actually saw the episode of what actually happened, like how they
yeah,
became like that in the first place, and
yeah,
Shredder is the one who killed Splinter's
Yeah,
but it was by accident though because he was trying to
yeah, it
kill
was by
Splinter.
accident, but
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah,
then realizing about the daughter, he stole Karai and made her
yeah,
what she is.
yeah.
Luckily, during I'm going to TMNT. I'm going to 2012 version. I think it was around no wait, end of season near the end of season 2,
No, it wasn't.
3.
Okay, like whatever it was, yes, it was just the turtles going back in time to discover that. I guess it was
Well,
like
well, yeah, going back in time, that's season 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And a sad thing is Splinter got killed.
Yep. 2 times.
yeah, they were always doing like killing offs and then foreshadowing until right where we get to Super Shredder is where he truly dies.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how I first saw him really got killed, but I didn't know he got killed again when they back in time when they fought the Triceratons. I actually
killed
saw that
before.
when they were talking about it through Comic Con, and Greg Sipes actually showed a video of it.
Yeah, the first time he did die from that, but then good thing when they got back that he didn't.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just on the status. I mean, the turtles thought he died actually, because remember, they left New York because of the crane situation, and they actually lived into a farm for a while.
Well, yeah. Um, but overall, with Master Splinter as a father figure, like yes, to the Turtles, but being an actual father to like Karai, overall, just being the greatest father in the TMNT franchise, he's really great.
Yeah, I would love to like have a chat with him and stuff. I mean, not to do kung fu with him because he would kick my butt basically, but he's still a pretty good father figure. And I
Ninjutsu.
remember one scene where Mikey was like listening to headphones and he's judging his
Oh,
attacks.
I was gonna bring that up. Like, yeah, that's the that's the one with the first appearance of Rockwell.
Yes.
Yeah, as like Michelangelo is it really as respectful fighter or something like that, and it's like thank you, and he's like welcome, and Michelangelo was not paying attention. He forgot about the tail, and it just swept his legs.
Well,
But
like,
yeah,
and it's one of those moments that Splinter doesn't really call him by his like full name, Michelangelo. He just calls him Mikey. That's one of the It's very like cool.
Yeah. And remember, he has a much strength. Even though he's small, he's actually pretty strong. Because he actually flipped over Leatherhead when he was attacking the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pretty savage as well. Because I saw a compilation of best quotes of Master Splinter, a YouTube channel called Heroes and Villains. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but anyway, there's a scene where it shows Super Shredder, and he said, "I can smell your fear." And Splinter shouted out, "Can you smell a rock?" And he threw a rock at him.
Uh,
But anyway, for Splinter, this one specifically, Infinity out of 10 because he's just that great. One of the
Agreed.
best Splinters ever.
I agree.
yeah, agreed.
This was a good stream.
Yeah. And thank you all for joining. And let's hope tomorrow's stream will go really good.
Unless we're not busy doing anything for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but until then, see y'all next year.
Look, wait, and Eve, in the evening. We're taking care of this during the daytime.
Evening. Yes.
We'll see. All right.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.